Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
I'm Kez, and I'm going to be playing Treasure, the Tiefling Fighter.
I'm Mars. I'll be playing Talroth Oakenblade, Wood Elf Rogue.
I'm Eric, and I'll be playing Sirach, the Arakakara Ranger.
Do the voice.
Later.
It's a surprise.
I'm Cole. I'll be playing Olaroon, the Asamar Paladin Warlock.
And I'm Matthew, and I will be playing Clever Stitch, the Tabaxi Arcane Archer.
And I'm Megan, playing Sarai Landir, the Eldrin Glamour Bard. Grammar Bard.
Grammar Bard.
Excuse me, was that a past participle?
Oh, no.
Vicious mockery.
That's her vicious mockery.
Did you just split that infinity?
Yeah.
Her vicious mockery is just somebody just feels they feel their essay get red marked with red pen.
I don't know.
It's just margin notes. You can do that.
I don't
See
know
me after
nothing of what you're talking about.
See me after class.
It's constantly around town.
So, welcome, everybody. Welcome, new week. This is game 3 of our New Disasters campaign. So we're excited to be here. A couple of quick announcements. Number one, we have a sponsor for this year. It is Norse Foundry. Yes, thank you, Norse Foundry. We will have a giveaway from them this month.
Soon.
Yes. So all that stuff is coming. But in the meantime, if you guys are interested in precision cut aluminum metal cast dice, or they also have some jewel dice. They are
Gemstone die. Yeah.
gemstone dice. They're absolutely gorgeous. They are elite level dice for sure.
Yes.
And boxes.
Some of them have scents on them.
They do some other they do lots of things. Not to underplay anything that they do.
Yeah.
But there's a link down below. If you follow that link and you use that helps the channel, lets them know we sent you over there, and you get 15% off, which is tremendous, especially when some of the sets are
The price.
140. I think is kind of an average.
No, that's not true.
No,
There's some.
they have like the super elite made of gold and tungsten, which is like $350.
Yes.
There's like one set that's like throws the curve
Throws-
way off.
Way off.
Yeah, it's that one student in the class that was like,
It's like, I got a 99.7, and everybody else is like, I got
64.
70s.
yeah,
What?
man.
It's the grammar bard. It's the grammar
Grammar
bard
bard.
in class.
Actually, their gemstone stuff is some of their more less
Affordable.
pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Really?
some of their more
I was
Cool.
affordable ones. Yeah, the gemstone ones are around 70, 80, and then depending on your aluminums and metals and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
They have really beautiful opals too.
oh, absolutely.
And my
Yeah.
birthday's coming up, so
Mm.
You know who else's birthday's coming?
I'll write yours first.
Yours
but-
is my.
Yours
So
next week.
I
It's literally on Saturday.
Shoto Todoroki's? No, my
just
hero, just
No,
me.
maybe. I don't remember when his is, but it
probably
It might
yeah. When I was in college, we were in a class. Everybody was sitting around. One of the students piped up. He's like, "Hey guys, my 21st birthday is next week. So if y'all want to get together and do something, that would be amazing." And I was like, "Yeah, that's really cool, man. Mine's today." Or it was like today or tomorrow.
Oh yeah. I always take notes.
Yeah.
For,
Oh,
how to
for
best be
Sad
sad
Kumon.
my boy.
But now you
bless-
get to play D&D with all your friends.
It
Yeah.
is absolutely.
And
And
And I'm here.
bless Ben, he had the best reaction to it. He's like, "Well, that blew mine out of the water. Let's do something over there first." Like he was a wonderful
Bless
human
him.
being that just immediately was like, "Cool, we're gonna roll with it.
We're-
Let's
Let's roll.
all have a good birthday time."
Oof.
It was a
Oh, no.
wonderful moment. Cool. So,
Cool.
any other announcements? Does Lance have anything coming up?
We are going to be starting training again
Training.
soon.
A good time.
Yes, so if you guys want to hit us up, Cypress Grove Park,
Mhm.
that would be Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We haven't officially started training, but as soon as I get the dates for that, which should be sometime in March, I will let everyone know.
Awesome. Geekapella, any fun things with that?
Yeah, we just released a video for our Paper Boats song from the game Transistor. We did a cover of acapella cover of Paper Boats with a lovely video to go along with it. That's going to be at our YouTube page. It's Geekapella with only one P because we're so good we don't need the second. If you want to hear my fantastic vocal cords in there, hop on over and give it a listen.
Random Acts of Awesomeness is on hiatus with new job incoming, but we may be congratulations, new job. We may be able to work in some sports shows here. I know Eric on Saturday, Eric Level on Saturday night has been wanting to have one extensively. He derails our Gloomhaven games regularly. Once was a lengthy discussion about why Drew Brees is the best quarterback.
That's inherently false.
And
First of all, a motherfucker's incorrect.
exactly. Thank you. But
the first conversation, we talk about the XFL.
yeah.
I feel like that's always fun.
It is. I think the XFL is a worthy topic to talk about. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. You're good, man. No need to sweat. You can. Yeah, you can bump the fan up a couple of notches if you want. Yeah, and if you need to lose the hoodie,
Sorry,
you can.
got real.
White
started
noise
blowing
or
real
lower?
hard.
That's fine. The white noise is the max. Yeah, white noise is the max. You just did an opera.
I did.
Do you,
I just did an
do you have
opera.
another one?
I do not have another one.
Good. Stick around for a minute.
Yes,
now.
I have a minute to be off. But no, I just finished one over at Opera Radio. And I'm going to be helping out with Central Florida Vocal Arts' production of 9,
Nice.
which is neat. It's a cool little musical theater piece.
Yeah.
So if you're in the Central Florida area, wait for more information.
Nice. Also, speaking of helping out with some theater stuff going on, I believe you're helping out with.
Yes, Gateway High School. We just cast Moana Jr.,
Yay!
which is really just
Make
Moana.
way, make
Yeah.
way.
Okay,
Except.
except it's not because Tomotoa's 2 claws have lines.
And
Because it's the junior part,
That's
so
true.
like everyone has
so
a line.
everybody has to have a
But I
line.
like that he has 2 claws.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like Tomotoa, right claw, left claw.
Snap,
And there's
snap.
no chicken.
Clip.
Pretty much.
Snap, clip.
Also,
Snap,
there's
clip.
no chicken, and like Hua and
Hey, hey.
Hua and Hey Hey are no longer animals. They're just friends.
They're just people.
Yeah, one of them's very confused. One of them's kind of cowardly, but they're there to go on a journey with Moana too. We're all very excited about it. There's an entire ocean ensemble, which apparently will just be floating algae, according to Cody.
No. So, all right, here we go.
Record set.
I need you all to cast
Defense
your
building.
minds back. I need you to cast your minds back about 10, 11 years.
Cue time warp.
Yes. I want you to think of car commercials of the era, specifically for eco-friendly hybrids. And there was this car commercial.
Having an eco-friendly
That
hybrid, I'm attacked. Go
Was no.
No,
It was
sorry.
in no way. This is a good thing. One, big fan of eco-friendly and hybrids, but two, it was all people in these green, like fuzzy costume blankets, and the car was driving through the road, and on the side were like these people that would do this weird little dance of like grass and grain and waving in the waves, and like they would do little like flips and things.
That's amazing.
They made the scenery, and I said, if there's an ocean
Ensemble.
Ensemble.
There's like a dance
You kinda
ensemble and then
gotta.
strictly an ocean.
Right, then not green algae. That's not what I was going for. But if you take that instead of grass,
Make it seaweed.
I really
Right?
just want to like steal everything from like folk and Festival of the Lion King and,
Oh, okay.
and
True.
Nemo. Like I just want to do the
yeah,
fish.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we are so close to like suable range. I probably won't
but you
do
got the
it.
rights to the show. It's not
We
like
do. It in no way does it. It's actually, and it handles cultural appropriation so well.
Mm.
I was really impressed. Like it talks about here's some stuff you can't. We say yay for like props and costumes. Here's some no's.
Sure.
And definitely for Maui, it was like put him in a black shirt and khaki shorts.
Mhm.
Don't do tattoos because tattoos are earned,
Okay.
and you are probably 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
12, but I've seen some shit.
To be honest, The Rock had those of 10. But yeah,
Just one.
No, because we saw The Rock's old tattoos. That's a lie. We watched that man get his.
and I would do it all over. But yeah, it's really fun how much it's a good piece.
Sure.
It's gonna be really fun. The kids are hella talented.
Mhm.
I was so amazed. So it's gonna be a fun little skit. And it also happens to be going up right around the time of WrestleMania,
Ooh.
and
I will be.
which
working.
is in Tampa this year.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
And the director and I have a very we have a high success rate of running into The Rock at wrestling events because we ran it. We were there when he was in Miami after
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah.
So he and I are definitely going to be like, "Hey, Rock,
Wanna
wanna
come see Moana?
It's only an hour, and yet has a 37-person cast.
37." But most of that's claws.
Most of that's claws.
That's all claws and
companions.
seaweed. So
It's all fun and anthropomorphized animals.
and some coconut people, right? Aren't they?
No, we don't. What are they called?
Kakamora.
We don't do the Kakamora.
Oh.
But the gate into the monster realm
Hmm.
is a line person.
Who's playing Hey Hey?
Oh, it's cute that you think I know their names.
That's-
I already told these children. I was like, I will know none of you.
Well, no.
I will learn you
matter.
only by parts.
I was like, I
You are
might-
lucky I don't
might
give
know
you
your
board
character name. I'm
designations.
probably just gonna call you all Moana, and at some point it'll be Baby Doll, Honey Bear, and just.
You not Moana.
you were all Moana and not Moana to me. So, but
But there are no small parts.
There are none. No.
There really aren't.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's get into some D&D.
Yeah,
Yes.
D&D.
Yes.
Let's do it. Oh, just one more shout out for our good friend Carlos, the Drunk Drawer show.
Yeah.
I believe they
Yes.
stream on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tuesday
hey.
tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Check them out. You guys stream on YouTube or Twitch?
We stream on Twitch, and you can check us out on YouTube on Thursday.
Is stream on Twitch, and you can check them out on YouTube on Thursdays at the Junk Drawer Show. So, big fans of all those things. Let's get into it, shall we?
Indeed.
Our adventure takes place on the continent of Lichttracht. It is a continent that is being explored for the first time by the citizens of Rodham, following the March of Glaves, a land bridge that connects the two continents once in a dozen generations, if not more, probably more. It is a continent that is settled, has its own inhabitants and their own cultures. It is a continent of lost kingdoms, of ancestral sort of homes and ruins. Our heroes are members of an adventuring party that is working in service of the Magnus Exploratorium. They are a wing of the Republic of the Black Gems School for Magic. And they specifically study anthropology and ancient civilizations, and they assist in a number of dungeon delves to recover lost magic items and artifacts, and to learn more about this continent of Litracht. On our last adventure, our heroes decided to take on a lengthy job, traveling 15 days through deep forest, accompanying a expedition to the Dead Waste.
Patchstone Waste.
Patchstone Waste. I got
Yep.
more waste. Good.
15
Got
days
more
away.
wastes to go.
Runic expertise wanted, but not needed.
Exactly.
But we have it.
Bonus
we
for
have-
runic expertise.
We have runic knowledge, not expertise.
Runic dabbling.
Yeah.
Runic.
Renatol's okay with it.
Do you have expertise in Arcana?
Do you
You
have
do?
expertise, or do you just have proficiency?
Well, that's expertise, is having proficiency in
No,
Arcana,
because
right?
you can have
Oh,
expertise.
is it literally
Expertise, you
Oh, okay,
double
never
the.
mind.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have.
well,
so we
well.
have
So-
experience, but not expertise.
Yeah. So for once,
We
I
don't.
just let the class feature word mean
What it means.
what it
yeah.
means. Yeah. So expertise is
Oh,
expertise.
okay.
Yeah. Only 2 classes have access to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're one of them. I'm guessing not in Arcana.
Look, I think Renatol
Well,
likes us enough that
no.
he's gonna
That was-
Stealth and thieves tools. I mean,
Yeah,
priorities.
Absolutely. For a rogue, those are the keys.
I got thieves tools too.
So-
You had thieves tools.
They set out. You guys have made some preparations. You set out on your 15-day journey. You
Almost died.
attempted to circumvent a tribe of lizard men. You actually ran into the tribe. It was
Day 9.
on the move. Its path unknown to you. You guys did escape, although knowing that you were deep in a forest, surrounded by a overwhelming hostile force, made rest difficult for you. The other noteworthy thing about them is that they're shaman and they're 2 elders, the war
Centaur.
leaders. Yeah, they had
Centaur.
sort of centaur leg bodies, like
Crocodile
lizard
centaurs.
style, and they wore adamantine draconic
Dragon masks.
masks. The importance of which you don't quite know, but you know it is important, specifically because your next encounter on the last day of your journey, just on the edge of the Patchstone Waste, was with a former elf, now something more mythic, known as the Spelljack.
the spelljack?
The
Actually,
Spelljack.
all I could remember was the Jack, and I was
Yep.
like, that's not right.
The Spelljack.
That's incorrect.
A mythic figure known for stealing magic from ancient fae and elder gods and greater deities and gifting it to mortals. And he had you had a brief conversation with him. He had asked specifically about the lizard horde and about their the masks were a point of interest for him. Offered you a hint as to an important location within the Patchstone Wastes, which Sirach was
Yep.
able to see with his vast bird-like vision.
Mhm.
And
With his not quite eagle.
Okay, that is a gross racial stereotype. We don't all have Hawkeyes, okay?
Well, you were nervous to give the elf your feathers, so
That's
I
true.
want to hear it.
Oh, casual racism.
So you guys have made it to the Patchstone Wastes.
20th of
The wagons, yes, it is the 20th of Traveler.
I'm doing notes, dates, that sort of stuff.
The wagons have been circled deep within the Patchstone Waste. You all have suffered a point of exhaustion, and we're going to say late on the 20th. You have an opportunity to do anything before you rest. You're setting up camp at the moment.
Mhm.
The expeditionary force, the leader of which his name is
Professor
Renatol.
Yep.
Professor Renatol.
Notes make you look smart.
Yeah. You have to write it down. I will not remember. Is going around, pulling out equipment. The Patchstone wastes are a sunken bedrock of what seem to be fine, smooth stones, not quite pebble size, packed in with a red sort of sandish dirt. They range in size from about like a skipping stone size to sort of smaller pebbles. You can sort of dig them out. It seems like they have been kind of packed down a fair amount, although there is a layer of that like reddish sand that blows with the winds through there. And throughout this area, I should note that when you cleared out of the forest, you had to sort of descend in a slow sort of ramp. And so you are below sea level at this point. You suspect probably 50, 60 feet out in the open air. And there are these grand sort of mesa-like towers of stone and rock that jut up from the floor. You guys have finished your travel into the day. The setting sun is giving off its last few lights. The carts illuminated with magic cantrips and dancing lights sort of bead and boom, and there is already a fire that is roaring up and casting. Other people are unloading excavation equipment. Some people are pulling out different spellcasting materials and a variety of components. There's also some excavation gear, and most of the team, it's a team of about 12 people, have set about doing their preparations. What all are you guys up to?
Are they prepping to go in now or in the morning?
No. They're just setting camp. They're setting more than a camp. They're setting a home
Like a station.
base.
Base of operations.
Yeah.
Are
Yes.
we going to be able to take a long rest tonight?
Well, tonight you will be able to take a
Like
rest, a modified
long
rest. Yes.
So if we have spell slots and exhaustion, we can get rid of.
This is your opportunity with our resting mechanics now. Just to review, you can essentially recover 4 things, except for rogues and fighters. You recover 3. It's just sort of part of being a rogue and fighter. Congrats to you guys. And a barbarian, right? Or they get no because they have
There's
long
the
abilities.
Yeah.
But if you are safe, if you have shelter, if you have food, and if you have comfort, that is a sanctuary. You can take a legit long rest and get everything back. You can get back your hit points, half your hit dice, which is normal. Remove a point of exhaustion and recover your long rest abilities. Those are the 4 things. If you guys only accomplish 2 of those, then you can only get back 2 of those things.
Okay.
And
So that
literally
is-
we're hitting all 4.
Right.
I think we're hitting 3, right?
Well, right now you guys definitely have food. If you have tents or things like that, you want to set those up. That'll give you shelter. You need to make security and comfort in the Mesa bedrock is gonna be tough to accomplish.
So, and the security, would we be able to ostensibly say that our watches is safe?
That is a key to that.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but if we have watches, do we acquire 3 for this setting?
that will give you
Okay.
safety. Yes.
So we'll have 3 of them. So if we don't have any hit point drain, which
Which
theoretically
I don't
none of
think
us
we
I
do,
just need the 2.
yeah,
Okay.
then we'll be able to get
Kosher.
rid of exhaustion for this.
Mhm.
All right, not bad.
I love being rogues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olaroon would probably be like just helping out wherever he could around the camp.
And I apologize. Is there a specific entrance that we know of that we're going to be going into the Patchstone? Into
Only
whatever.
what Sirach was told about the X, right?
So
Like, does
the
the expedition know of a specific place?
expedition does not.
Okay.
Having spoken with Renatal, what you know is that they, over the course of the 15 days, plenty of time to talk to him. This expedition
It's a long
is, they believe from some artifacts and little pieces that a variety of sellers have come through and dug up. Yeah, so some sort of, they expected more of like an inverse wizard tower, but now they suspect one of these rock formations may obscure
Okay.
a wizard tower.
Okay.
It is an odd place in and of itself. It is about 50 miles
Okay.
across, and it is a dry red rock area surrounded by lush forest and green and healthy dirt for growing. It is very much out of the regional norm. Like nature checks would definitely tell you, well, this doesn't make sense.
This
It
is
shouldn't
confusing.
be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we setting up camp towards? We're not setting up camp towards the middle of it. Though. We're on the outskirts.
So of the if it's 50 miles in diameter, you guys were able to get maybe 12 miles in.
Okay.
So you're about a quarter of the way in.
Hmm.
So not quite in the center, but what they figure is they can sort of set a base station here, do all their surveying of this area. A couple days, if they find something, great. If they don't, they'll move on. And until Sirach shares any other information, that's what they're working off of.
That sounds good.
So
All right. So Ryan's gotten her coils back from Thozen,
yes.
and then she's going to take her shifting rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
So she's shifting.
Can I
Cool off.
do?
she's shifting
Can I do a just a look around the area just to make sure that from what I can see things look safe?
Yeah. Why don't you make me?
Can I assist him?
Yeah. You guys absolutely can do that together. I will take an investigation check or survival. I'll take either.
I'll go with survival.
Okay. I will assist you, so you just get the
Advantage.
advantage.
Well, the first they were both 18s.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's survival. So that'll be a 22.
A 22. Absolutely. Looking around the area, there are some footprints. Not specifically in your area, but they look pack-like, canine, and they are, some of them are newer, some of them are older. None of them have been made today, but the creatures are relatively, if not the biggest dogs, they are at least heavy to leave some footprints that persist after the variety of windstorms that sort of sweep through the area.
All right.
Weird.
So I'm gonna fly back down, and I'm gonna go up to Clever, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, so there seems to be they're big dog prints.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh.
But
Weird.
they seem like a couple of days old. But
I'm gonna like lift, or even just look back. Was I leaving? Was I leaving footprints in the sand, or was Jesus carrying me the entire
oh god. I think they're a bit bigger than you.
I don't like that at all.
No. I need to find Renaton. Oh, Predator!
Yes.
Predator!
Yes.
Just shit going over.
The fucking
Um,
weird bird.
So I was when I was talking with the gentleman back there.
Yes.
He told me to pay attention to if you look over there, and I point out the like
Sure.
X in the rock points and everything, like where it comes.
Yeah.
across, yeah.
He's having a hard time picturing it,
Okay.
but
I'm like, look, it's there.
I'm not. I don't disagree with you.
Yes,
I'm just. I lack your specific vantage point.
indeed. I think that might be a good place to start.
Then tomorrow, that is where we will start.
Wonderful. And then
Appreciate
just
it.
kind of walks away and starts setting up a roost.
Okay.
He gets some sticks.
It
and
just
he
like-
gets trash. He makes a whole mess.
He looks at everyone tense. You guys are fucking nuts. Can't see shit from in there.
Any
Treasure just like, I'm the most dangerous thing at this camp. I have blisters on my hooves. Do you know how hard that is to accomplish? Difficult.
Can I do some sort of like nature check on what sort of dogs might have been able to leave
sure,
this?
sure, absolutely.
Just ridiculous efforts.
A natural 18, so a modified 20.
Hey.
Learn it, cat.
Um, I will say
Like they have to do
natural-
some sort of like not. It's not just like a fucking dire wolf.
no. Natural wolves, even dire wolves, spend far more of their time in deep forests.
Yeah.
They especially being just a few miles, even 12. That's not
Sure.
far for a pack of wolves.
No, but it's not.
For them to they would have wandered into the forest if that was their preferred
Yeah.
hunting ground, right? It's not winter wolves, far too warm for that. It would have to be something
Sure.
very odd as far as that
Huh.
goes.
Deal with
There
coyotes.
are stories of modified dog monstrosities that
It sounds so worse.
that run sometimes are created either by mad wizards or magisters or things like that for protection.
Of course they do.
But
Okay.
they can sometimes get loose and
Sure.
and run free. I will say among
this
the tabaxi,
Uh-huh.
there are horror, I will say, like ghost stories, horror stories, right? That to scare little kittens of crazed two-headed dogs that will eat you if you don't finish your milk.
All right. I will be sleeping in 5 tonight.
Okay.
All right, that's fucking weird. I hate that. Who should I talk to? You sneak around.
Yeah.
All right.
You look sneaky.
You look sneaky.
And the casual racism continues.
It's like-
He's wearing a shirt that says Rogue. I don't know.
I've been called worse things, but yeah. What can I do you for?
I don't really know who's going to be doing watches tonight, but Sirach. I'm not going to remember any character names. But Moana, not Moana, exactly. So it's Clever Stitch and not Clever Stitch. But there were quite big canine footprints out there that I think might be monster, dog, wizard made things. And I just want people to know about that whenever we do washes tonight.
So magic fighters, got it.
Probably. That's it. I will take a watch, but I will probably be sleeping near the fire tonight.
Hey, Treasure.
What?
So, yeah. We might have some dogs attacking.
She just peeks her head out of the tent, bags under her eyes, hair disheveled.
Look, it ain't no sure thing, but it's like the cat just kind of said there's some dogs nearby. Just thought I'd let you know.
They're quite big. Not regular dogs. Maybe wizard monstrosity
Yeah, magic wolves.
nasties.
How dark is it out right now?
I will say you are in the deep like reds of almost black, but the carts do have some small magical illuminations on them. Sure. You can easily make those out, and you have a pretty large fire going at this point. You can tell that Renatal, like I said, is a former adventurer. Picking up dried wood for fires and things like that along the path was something that he and his team were doing and preparing for. And they had brought most of their food is not food that requires to be cooked, but they do have some things. And today they are we are cooking a meal.
Not just hardtack.
Yeah, it's like, man,
Hardtack and salt pork.
we made it. We're so excited.
Sure.
Let's
celebrate a little bit.
really try to have like a good night's sleep, because tomorrow we're gonna start our work in earnest, and we didn't get impaled by lizard folk.
That's a
So-
that's a win.
Right,
It's a
big
win.
win.
That's
a win.
Big win.
The only other thing that I would like to do over the night is see if anybody wants to play dice.
A couple of the excavators, a couple of the people absolutely will play dice with you. Are you proficient
Yes.
in dice? So go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your wisdom and proficiency to it. If anybody else would like to play, you're welcome to.
I would probably like after helping.
Sure.
If everything's done.
Yeah, it's gonna be like after dinner when
Yeah,
the other
this
people are
is
getting
like-
ready for
People are getting
bed.
ready for
Yeah.
bed. We've
I'd probably
done
like come up like really like curious as to, like all the people around and just kind of like hang out in the fringes.
I am gonna take a watch, but I'll wait till it's darker. Being a tiefling, I've got dark vision, so
Yeah. I
Yep.
can-
We'll do watches in just a second. How much are you willing over the course of the night? How much are you willing to wager on your dice game?
I'm gonna split it in silvers, so
Sure.
maybe a gold. Over
A
the course
gold
of the
over the
night.
course of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What did you roll?
An 18.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
modified 18.
You win. You keep your one gold piece. You win
Hell yeah.
5 silvers
Oh,
over
fuck
the
yeah.
course of the night. Yeah, and it's a fun time. Like you make some friends with.
I will have to borrow a fucking gold from somebody. I forgot that I have 0 money. So I spent it on my studded leather armor.
you can
So-
actually borrow one from Treasure.
Oh, perfect.
I was gonna kind of watch and see if maybe I can kind of fudge some dice on them a little bit.
On
Just fudge some of their dice rolls.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Roll a
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand. Is that what you're attempting? Go for it.
Ooh, 19 total.
19 total. Yeah. I will say they're. You're able to do it maybe once or twice, and so you help Stitch pick up 2 more silver
Oh yeah.
over the course of the night.
So sorry, how much silver did you say it was total?
7 total.
7. Nice.
So you gain 7 silver.
I'll give you your gold back.
Okay.
Look at you balling.
I know. What can I
7
say?
whole
Fucking
silver.
rich as hell.
Just for the people that were not here last week, do you remember you were earning 2 gold a day on the travel,
Yeah.
and it's 2 gold a day now that you are in excavation.
Correct.
There was some difference about maybe that.
So
Are
is that paid
are we-
at the end of the expedition, or is that paid per day?
Upon return.
Upon return.
Okay.
Got it.
Upon
Got it.
yeah, because they don't hauling around that sort of gold with them,
It's a bad idea.
it just
Oh, yeah.
it opens them up to
Yeah.
being
Begs
Yeah.
them
robbed
to get
and
robbed.
yeah, absolutely. So
And
they
then we leave them because they can't pay us.
Right.
And then they have no guards.
they have a little bit of like Renatal has a little bit of gold. A few of the other people have like some personal cash or like some petty cash, but it is not a large amount. Upon you guys will take a expedition leader. It's got like the magic mark on it,
Mm.
so it is not forged.
So it's,
It's not a
certificate
forgery.
of-
Yeah, basically,
Completion.
it's basically your receipt. You go to the school, then they pay out.
Gotcha.
Go to the bursar's office.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times, good night.
Yeah.
Who bless you? Who? What is our watch schedule? So 4 2-hour shifts.
I just need the 4 hour sleep.
So you need the 4 hour sleep. So you can technically take 2, and you are aware the rest of the time if you want to be.
Same.
Same. So technically, the two of you could do the full watch.
Like, I'm good supplementing. As
That
well.
that's
yeah.
fine. I am just
I
letting
will
you guys know.
assist one of you two on your. I'll assist you on one of your 2 watches that you take.
I'm going to
I'm
actually
willing to.
the same sort of thing. I want to assist him only because I want to learn his sneaky type ways,
Okay.
All right.
sneaky thief tool type ways. I'm
All right.
learning
Yeah.
that sort of
Many-
stuff.
many
Well,
sneakiness.
I'll go
Especially-
ahead and take one of the watches also.
So you will assist for one of the others.
I wanted to take the darker watch because I know I'd be just fine being able
So
to stay
so
with
probably third.
Yeah.
Third is probably the darkest.
Mhm.
That's the
It's always
deepest.
darkest
And knowing-
before the dawn.
And knowing there's going to be some magic wolves possibly coming in, I'm hiding behind the tree.
There is no tree.
They are 12 miles away from trees.
There are jutting up stone structures.
Yes,
so
there are.
you can be up there.
They are mesa stones. So they are bigger than trees. They
Yeah.
are house sized.
2,000 needles.
Kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are familiar with the
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, 1,000 years.
Yes.
So there you go.
Free cat.
As long as
Free
I got
capital.
some high ground to kind of get a better vantage, that's where I'd be
Sure.
camping out.
Okay. If you are not Sirach and you would like to camp atop one of these mesa needles, I will need an athletics check because you are attempting to climb 50 feet. Does anybody own a climber's kit?
Might as well do that. I have a climbing speed.
You have a climbing speed. You're fine. That's not a problem. I will say the expedition has one.
Mhm.
If you would like to use it, you absolutely
yeah.
can. I know you
I won't
don't,
need
but
to,
you're
yeah.
the one person looking at me, so that's why I'm
Exactly,
talking. To you.
Yeah, I'll just borrow the kit, just climb up there just to get up there.
Go ahead, make me an athletics check.
I'm
And
gonna stick by the
see-
students because I feel if something goes down, and now that we know that there's these
Mhm.
magical, weird dogs possibly in the
Mhm.
area, I would rather stay by them.
Yeah, and I'm just going up there just for the watch. I would camp down below with everyone else.
Okay.
So just to get up there, that's a 7.
7.
Can I assist?
Yeah,
Carrying his bag.
yeah, sure. That's fine. Absolutely.
Carry your bag, sir.
Much better.
19.
There you go.
You make it up there.
Cool.
Taurok, one of the things that you notice
Mhm.
is that while this would be a more secure area, perhaps, you notice you have low light vision, right?
Should have dark vision.
Yeah, you're an elf, right?
Yeah,
Great.
dark vision 60 feet.
Perfect.
I think
Okay.
Literally everyone in this group has dark vision.
I
Not
don't believe so.
Not the birds.
Eric
Oh.
Cocker don't.
Yeah,
No.
birds do not.
And Genasi.
Oh yeah, weak links.
Well, some of the things you notice are this. Up here, you can see the remnants of like some vulture nests, some large bird nests. Looks like the ones immediately around have not been used in
A
a
long time.
long time. Like that is not something you or the group needs to be concerned about
Right.
at the moment. However, being up here, you know that these type of birds are local to the area. You're about 50 feet above the camp. So you've got a good vantage point. Some of it is just at the edge of your vision, but their light helps out. The other thing I will let you in on is, I apologize, that just spiked on me. The wind
Mhm.
up here is very, it's fast, it's cold, even for being mid-spring. Like, it's relatively warm days, it gets cool at night,
Mhm.
but it would be very difficult to set camp on top of one of these things and meet the shelter
Yeah.
requirements. Even a tent, like, I know you're not sleeping up there, resting up
Right.
there, but even a tent would not
Do well.
buffet the wind. So just a fun little info for you.
Okay.
First watch. I know you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you guys want to do it that way? You want to alternate? What sort of thoughts do you guys have?
I mean, if I'm going to be camped out up there, I'll just take the first watch entirely, like the
Okay.
full watch.
So you want to do 1, 2?
Sure.
Okay. And who? I know everybody volunteered to assist. So
I think
who would like? You want to assist on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So do me a favor. Go ahead and roll perception checks, please.
14.
9.
14. Okay. And you guys spend your time watching, talking. You got some privacy to yourselves. There is no sign of those hounds, of those dogs. You do see a couple of the students, a couple of the excavators, the workers, not Renatal, but the team. It looks like they're just having a little bit of a restless night. Not a lot, nothing that is superstitious. And you see them get up, go around the mesa for a bathroom trip and come back. And
If I see one going to the bathroom, I'm just going to get a pebble and try to drop it on him.
sure, make a dex check. Just
Dex
flat
check?
dex. Yeah.
Nat 1.
Hits his own self in the eye.
The wind.
Wind carries it.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of give it an up to like get like, oh, I'm gonna.
God damn fucking wind.
Yes. The rest of the watch passes without
Mhm.
seemingly without incident. So you're still up for number 2.
Mhm.
Who is doing number 2 with you? Yeah, you have to go to sleep now.
Put my
I'm not
next
trying
up.
to climb up there, that's for sure.
You don't have to climb up there to assist on the watch.
Okay.
So you can join in for that.
I just kind of like scoot over me.
You're done.
So Olaroon, both of you make me perception checks, please.
Okay. Quick question.
Yes.
Is there anything around the area that's like a boulder that's less than 10 feet?
No, I mean there are some smaller rocks.
Okay.
Maybe like I would say the biggest one is maybe the size of like a basketball.
Okay.
Maybe a
Well,
beach ball at the biggest.
Well, then what I'll do is as I'm there, as I'm like watching the edge, I'll just go ahead and cast light on that.
Okay.
So there's now light, bright light. There's now, well, it's not bright light. It's
Bright light.
yeah, bright light and a 20-foot radius and dim light and an additional 20 feet.
Okay.
So just
I'm hoping you push that away from the sleeping. people.
away from the
Got
sleeping people.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna like.
Damn it all!
Photonic grenades.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
This is a great idea.
Perception checks.
Treasure will eat you.
Oh, better.
I'll allow it.
22.
Yeah, that's a 3.
A 3. You keep a watch. It's a much more peaceful, quiet during the second run of your watch. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. The wind overnight is frustratingly cold. and you are happy to get down from there when the time comes.
Who's next?
Okay.
Oh, tag out.
I'm gonna sit as close as I can to the fire for a few minutes.
Sure.
Just
Yeah. It's easy to warm up once you get down. Third watch. That's you and you. Perception checks, please.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Damn.
Fucking
26.
Let me see what that gives me. Perception 21 altogether.
Okay.
Damn.
Seemingly without a trace in my ass.
As you guys are keeping watch, in the distance, carried probably on that wind, you can hear crunching in the stones in the dirt, and it is
Where are my cards?
it is a subtle crunching. It is something that you can tell is attempting to be
Stealthy.
quiet, to be stealthy, and it make me survival checks, please.
10.
12.
Okay. You guys notice that it is downwind of you and slowly sort of moving in your direction.
Okay, I'll cast a message. Do
Because I would be down by League of Students.
you see that?
So you
Do
don't
you hear
see
that?
it, you hear it.
Do you sense that?
Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. She's just sitting there with her hand on her sword. I don't know that it's close enough that we need to wake anybody up yet, but I still don't like it.
It does sound like it is coming closer, slowly, but you guys, with your natural 20s, I'll go ahead and tell you, you estimate it's probably right now, maybe like 300 feet and out of eye shot of the camp, sort of around one of those needles. You can, once it rounds that corner, it'll probably be within 100 feet. So it's up to you guys if you want to wake anybody up, if you want to wait, see what it is, if you want to go to it. It is up to you.
I could go investigate it, and if things get dicey, you can wake it up. You can wake folks up.
Right. Or let's let them get a few more minutes of sleep, and when it gets closer, we'll wake them up.
Your call.
I don't like the idea of you going out there by yourself. I know that you're more than capable, but
I also don't like the idea of that coming too close to here.
we could wake them up now.
She's gonna take a gold and flip it.
Okay.
Let's wait.
Okay. So you guys move to the edge of the camp, in the direction you're expecting it
Yeah.
to come from.
Yeah.
Treasure's just sitting there with hand on
There's a
sword.
camp
the whole
on
Yeah.
the other side.
Just gotta get that loot out, start shooting that bad boy.
Okay.
My dog has fleas.
As you guys wait, you can hear the footsteps continuing to approach. The first, it sounded, they moved much more as one, but as they get closer, you can hear that there are multiples. And you see from around the needle, just before you see them, you hear this. And as you watch, you see first two small yellow eyes glinting along
I don't like any of
the
it.
firelight. and then immediately next to it, you see two more. And on the high ridge back, these almost hyena-like manes, long, rust red hair, probably colored by the sand. It walks on four legs with two heads, and then behind it you see another, and then another, and a fourth, and then a fifth.
Come on.
I would like all of you to flip for initiative, please.
5.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, beautiful.
You're asleep.
Beautiful.
You, you do.
Look,
You are.
mistakes were made. I'm sticking by my fucking
No,
word.
I'm about the letting us sleep until we find out that
Because
it's a
of my
bad
fucking
thing.
luck, if it wasn't, it would have been like, well, 4 lost halflings who just
Well, and like that's the thing.
trying
Like,
to sneak up
in
on
real life,
us.
you'd be like, let's wait until because if it's just like some random, like vulture, then you just
It's fine.
it'll go.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll do you real nice.
So Ace,
Ace.
you
Ace.
are unconscious. King, Queen.
I would like to.
The one time I flipped for good initiative, I am
Yeah.
asleep.
I'm with you.
It's all good.
If
You
you,
got
want, I
this.
can do something fun and not wake you up. That's true. So I'm going to, as loudly as possible, start playing.
Okay.
Probably just with them. Chop suey. And
Make a performance check.
Just run around. Red alert. Red
no,
alert.
it's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Just
Oh, no. What?
Convincing performance.
4 of 5 though.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. Well, you get a good look at it, right? And you're like, I was. Clang.
Fuck.
Over tightened the string.
Yeah. Yeah. You were tuning and just kept tuning. So that is okay. I'm assuming you curse loudly in response to that.
Well, it's a scream. She
Sure.
doesn't swear.
That's fine.
She's
So
a lady.
Fuck yeah.
the loud scream does wake you guys up. I will aces. I will go ahead and I won't give you a full turn, but I will give you at least some action because you guys did flip so well at the end of her turn.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well,
But at the end of her
At
turn.
the
Yeah.
end of it.
So what else you got?
So that's my action to wake and scream.
To start playing. Yeah. Do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
I don't. What section I have this one?
Bardic Inspiration.
No, we're gonna. Ooh, I'm gonna wait until I get people more in.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is it for Ride. I believe you went on decks.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Olaroon
oh
unless
yeah, I
Okay.
might have a dex of 1.
I don't know. Sad Kumon kid could have a dex of whatever.
He wants.
Whatever his
Well,
parents
yeah.
pay for.
According to his mom, he's got a dex of +5.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right.
So you hear the screams, wake up, just oh shit, fuck, and just stumble out of the tent. Just
Okay. As a rogue, I will give you your bonus action. So your speed, have your speed to move up, and you
Mhm.
get out of your tent. If you want to take the dash and kind of get over by them,
Yeah, just
I
kinda
will allow you to
quickly
do
look
so.
around. Just
Okay. You off you go. Olaroon.
So I'm guessing
Yeah.
I also did not sleep in full chainmail.
Probably
Are
not.
Are we allowed to sleep in light armor?
So, according to Xanathars, I believe you can sleep in light armor and not suffer exhaustion.
Okay.
I know you cannot sleep in heavy armor,
Okay.
and double checking.
speaking of exhaustion, would the point have
Yes.
cleared off by now?
No,
We haven't had our
not
long
for
rest yet.
you. The one person that has completed their long rest is Saride.
But I have
and-
completed mine.
Do you have a 4-hour rest?
Yes, because this was my third. No,
Wait,
I
no,
got
she
that.
got
eight
8
hours.
hours.
You-
She got
you-
8
8
hours.
hours, yeah.
You require 8
She
hours.
got 8 hours.
No,
No,
she-
she missed the first 2.
That's 4 hours.
That's 2 hours and 2 hours each.
I'm math.
So,
I'm math about it.
I'm math.
let me
Sleeping
see.
in armor, page
Sleep.
77.
Yep, I read that at the exact same time as you.
It's like, oh, sleep.
Sleeping in
That is
armor,
exactly
and
what
actually
we
it's 78 because it's at the
well,
very end of
need. You know what? That's
77.
remarkably fair.
Going without when you finish a long rest during which you have slept in medium or heavy armor, you regain only 1/4 of your spent hit die. If you have any levels of exhaustion, rest doesn't reduce your exhaustion
light-
level.
But light armor is
Light
not
armor
exhausted.
is okay.
solid.
So
Thank God we're in light armor.
Fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
so I'm just
I'm not
gonna
wearing any.
like hear the scream, like grab my sword and like book it out
okay.
as far as I can
In your
go.
footy pajamas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, he doesn't wear footy pajamas.
He does have the butt
He wears the
flap,
one with the
right?
butt flap.
Yeah. Maybe. You don't know.
They have frogs on them.
Oh no. Yeah, so he'll book it out as far as he can go. Does he see anything?
You see your friends sort of gathered together. I will say you probably don't. You can kind of see the pack as an entity, but not as
Not what they are,
individuals.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but do I see any of my friends?
Oh yeah. You see your friends definitely.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 friends.
So so the 3 of them, I will go ahead and cast Bless
Okay.
on the 3 of them.
Great.
Blast.
Mm. Thank you.
There you go.
And that will do it
Do it, do it.
for my action. So all 3 of you are blessed.
Okay.
How much bonuses I give
It's
right
a-
now?
1d4
1d4.
Yeah.
to all your attack rolls or saving throws.
Who was giving me a magical bonus to my AC last week?
Those-
1,000, but it's not there. So
Well,
Well,
but
he's
it lasts,
sleeping.
it lasts until the end of your long rest, I think, because he has to replace it at the end of the long rest,
okay, so I still have it for now then.
Sure.
That'll be
and,
nice.
until the days are done, until the night's done.
Okay.
Queen.
Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8.
8. So, having heard the, I'm going to immediately get up and just grab the longbow and just be like, when I see them over there,
Mm-hmm.
is the light spell? No, that would be when
That's
he went
out.
back to sleep.
That's out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I see what's happening or just that they're over there gathering?
You see them. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh,
That's not
fuck.
bad.
Nice. Disadvantage is a 19.
Okay. On a 19, you can make out from your high vantage point. You can make out the dogs.
Okay. How far away would I be?
Where did you make camp specifically? Like on top of one of the wagons, or like
Yeah, I was on top of. I literally just kind of like
not on a mesa,
not on a mesa. No,
on
no,
a
no.
wagon?
Yeah, I'm
So-
down by the people. But
So
I'm
it's
just
half your
up.
speed to stand up. You have a flight speed of
50.
50. So you could fly 25 feet and be within 105 feet of
I
that.
can't get 90 feet. No,
What you?
100's mark is a 90-foot
Oh.
distance for the spell.
No.
No. All right. So yeah, in that case, 25 feet. I get close enough, and I just see one of the dogs. So I'm just gonna. No, I fly. I'm not waddling. No. So 25 feet. I'll be flying, and I'm just gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna pick one of them and let loose an arrow.
Okay. Make your attack roll. I believe you are outside of the short range of the longbow.
I am not. Longbow has a
150.
150 range.
Okay. So after this, because you did so well on your disadvantage perception attack,
Mhm.
I'm not going to give you disadvantage for shooting into darkness
Okay.
because you can see the enemy. But after this, if they don't get within light or you guys don't illuminate them somehow, you will be because you are effectively blind at
Yes.
that distance.
All right.
Technically, none of you can see them beyond 60 feet, but we're being
Sure.
nice. So please.
It's
All right.
Yeah, magic. I'm on board.
Motherfucker.
Always magic.
So that's going to be a 7, 8, 9 to hit.
A 9 misses. You
Yeah.
let loose the arrow, and as it goes spiraling out, you see the dogs just sort of like crouch and get into sort of this attack, like
Yeah.
pouncing stance. Okay. That is anything else? Bonus action?
Just for sake of argument, I am about like 10 feet in the air.
10 feet off the ground. Got it. 8 is also the death dogs, and they are
Death dogs.
yes, they are going to take their action to charge. They have a speed of 40, so they are going to close in 80 feet. Now they are starting to be illuminated by that
Fire.
light.
Mhm.
But that puts them 20 feet from you, and you, and 30 feet
Yeah.
with
Beautiful.
you. Okay. We're non-Euclidean.
Yeah.
We're just adding things up. Clever Stitch, what's your number?
6.
Do it.
What did-
I'm at a 3.
I apologize,
All right.
Treasure.
It
For
was
some
really not-
reason, I thought you went.
And then I will get up.
Yep.
And I will get a bow.
Uh,
Cats like
Well, it's better than him waking up and just that long.
and then I'm there for 5 minutes. And then I will
the
see.
true cat wake up is
Yeah, exactly. And no, but I will get up. And do I see the death dogs from my nightmares? Because that's the car.
Yeah.
Do I see them? Okay.
Yeah.
So I also have a 150-foot range on my bow.
hmm
So I would like to shoot at the foremost.
I will say you're probably 45 feet from them.
Oh.
You
Easy.
you get. I'm guessing you were camping by the fire.
Yes.
Yeah. So that puts you kind of in the center.
Okay.
You have what's your normal speed?
30.
So
So
you
15
you can
up,
move
15.
15 up, and that will put you, let's say, 40 feet from them.
Perfect.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and shoot at the closest one.
Okay. As they come barreling in towards you, Clever Stitch.
A modified 20.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
And I will make it into a grasping arrow.
Okay.
So I will do. So it's a D8 for my bow. And then.
That you can declare that after you.
Yes.
Great.
With a couple of the arrows you have to do before because they require a dex check or a dex save instead.
Okay.
But most of them you can decide once the arrow hits a creature.
Nice.
So it does an extra 2d6 poison damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
Jesus
there it is.
Okay.
Jesus
There it is.
10, 18, 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage.
9 of those are poison.
Okay.
And then the first time it moves on each of its turn 1 foot or more, it will take an extra 2d6 slashing damage.
Okay.
It can use its action to remove them with an athletics check.
Okay. So you let loose the arrow. It traces with hints of this green poisonous energy as it bursts into you. Hit the dogs on the high ridge of their back, sort of between the two heads. You hear this whimper as it. I know.
This is my nightmare.
I drank my milk. The next pounce.
Okay. So that is it for
Yes, that's it.
for you, Clever Stitch. Treasure, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna make myself a nice big golden shield in front of both Sarai and Stitch because I know Stitch can fire between me and not have a problem.
Do
Yep.
you have to move up to us?
I am 40 feet away from them, so I'm 30 feet behind you guys.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna
Yeah.
make myself a nice
You're
big
10
barrier
you're
between
10
you
feet
two
behind.
guys.
Oh, 10 feet behind them.
Them.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna brace and hold for that impact.
Okay. Okay. Are you gonna ready in action?
Yeah, as soon as they are within striking distance, they're gonna get hit by a greatsword.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Great sword at the
Oh,
ready.
yeah.
All right, new round, guys. Flip them up.
Let's go.
Up
Ooh,
top,
all right.
ace, king.
King.
So are the death dogs.
Yeah, they move faster than I can. That's-
They have a +2.
yeah. Yep.
So
Oh,
the death dogs come charging in. The one that is hit with the arrow,
Yes.
something
it
happens to
takes-
it.
It either uses its action to remove the brambles, or it takes.
So right now,
Some
I don't think it's smart enough to do that. It's a
Fair
dumb dog, even though it has 2 heads.
7 points of slashing. damage.
7 points of slashing damage. Okay, and it does begin to run in. That was the lead dog, so that is
Yeah.
the first one that comes within range of you, although its speed is
Reduced by 10.
reduced. So you could hit that dog or the second dog coming up. Which one would you like to attack?
Well, if I take an attack of opportunity on one of them,
It's not opportunity because they're coming into your space. They have not tried to leave your space yet. Because
okay.
I'm assuming you stepped up like 5-10 feet to
yeah.
defend them. Yeah.
so
So,
I'll go for that one.
the one that's been shot?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Just drop him if I can.
Mm-hmm.
9 plus 6.
15 hits, absolutely.
Okay. So that's 2d6. That's gonna be 8 plus 4.
12.
12 points of damage is just enough.
Let's go.
The greatsword comes cleaving down onto the death dog. You sort of hit that high ridge, and where that arrow and that poison had seeped in, that hump sort of just opens up and splatters out across, and bone like sort of goes spraying out. The death dog that was number 2 that had right there, as the viscera sort of hits it, both its heads turn up at you. They're gonna jump towards you and make 2 attacks, 2 bite attacks. One of those I'm pretty sure is gonna miss with a 10.
Yeah.
The other one is a 17.
Just misses.
17 just misses. Okay.
Oh, did you sleep in your armor?
I
Well,
would've
she-
gotten
she was
up,
on
I was
watch.
watch.
She was on watch.
You were on watch.
So
Never
she
mind.
would have put
Lit.
her
Hell
armor
yeah.
on.
Hell yeah.
The third dog. Let me do a judgment roll on a dog here. So the
Both heads.
yeah, both. Oh, I only did one. You're right. Well, now they're arguing. Okay.
Yeah, now it's an Etten.
Okay. So the third one is going to run past you. Looks like the others are running past you. So you get 1 attack of opportunity. Go ahead and make it on this dog.
That is going to be 13.
13 does hit. Yeah,
Okay.
roll it.
Oh, shit.
Armor class of 12.
And
12 points of damage. Okay. Nice. You cut out as this one goes running past. You catch it along the shoulder, down sort of the ribs, but it keeps running. The other dog with the 2 heads is snarling at you. You're keeping it at bay. That third one is going to, we have 1, 2, and 3 up front. And so just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, Sarai. It's those 2 dog bites are jumping up at you. Natural 17, natural 18, so 21 and 22.
Miss. Those miss
I
the
never got
armor.
to tilt those, and I love it.
Those miss the armorless bard, right?
That is 13 points of damage.
Are you kidding me? From
On the-
both of them?
For no total. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to. This is bullshit, but I'm not a melee fighter. D&D for spellcasters is bullshit.
Especially if you're standing, I don't know, in front.
And are wearing no armor.
I look good. Give me a
That's
water
true.
burial. Fuck. 11.
11
It's above 10.
is above 10.
Doesn't help.
These are all true things. What am I now?
Dead.
Dead forever.
Write a just put an asterisk. I will let you know that when that both of their bites,
Conditions?
yeah, conditions asterisk. Go with that.
Okay.
I'm also trying to find ways to make things like the medicine skill more useful.
Oh.
So I'm trying to be as transparent as I can with all the rule changes from campaign 1 to campaign 2. I'm trying to use passives more. I'm also trying to, especially at the lower levels, at some point when you guys do stuff, it's going to be like, I don't know, less restoration. Doesn't
Sure.
matter.
Sorry,
Greater
I
restoration.
just forgot one thing. Did you add your D4 for bless?
Oh, for a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been adding that. I mean, I've made my hits, but you're right.
You hit 13 total.
Yeah, I made my
You
hits.
save.
Hey!
I'm still at 8 hit points.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but
Well,
you're
I
I just
not.
want to throw that
but
back
you're
Yeah, because
not
I was
conditioned
looking like, why do I have a
asterisk.
D4 set aside?
From
Oh,
fine to amazingly not
Well,
fine.
Good
I'm
call.
glad that conditions asterisk is no longer there.
Conditions asterisk.
Okay. So
Mhm.
that was dog 3.
Mhm.
Dog 4 runs past you. They all want a different meal.
Thank you.
Listen, I tried to make myself a giant golden roadblock.
You took up 2/5 of,
Yeah.
of the
That is
roadblock.
remarkably true.
So
Yeah.
absolutely. Talroth. Double dog bite. The higher of which is 17.
that one hits.
Okay. The 10 will not. So that is
Can you dodge?
not yet. He
I don't
doesn't
have
have
it
it yet.
Do you not at third?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. It's like a 6th level, 5th level.
Uncanny
Gross.
dodge is 5th, evasion is
Oh,
6.
yeah.
Or 7.
Yeah, 7th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a little.
Low levels. We're back.
Yep. 8 points of damage
Okay.
and a Constitution saving throw, please.
Seven.
Okay, so that does fail. And I apologize, Sarai. I need another con save. It is a con save per bite.
And you still have blessed.
I
though.
put a roll.
You do. Yep.
Look at this little 4. All right.
Okay.
So one condition
So
asterisk.
one condition asterisk. Yep. The last one is going to Olaroon.
Same for me with the condition.
Same for you with the condition. Yes, please.
So you got to roll the second time, then, right?
He only got bit
bit
once.
once.
Oh, bit
Yeah,
once.
the other bite
Yeah, yeah.
missed.
Oh, I just put it. I think she put it in. I would put it in your notes.
Yeah, that's where I've been
just
putting it.
just
Notes
put
other?
notes like disease, poison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
I put-
it's
I put
it's
it-
something
because
like
there's
that.
not because in the conditions it's just specific ones, and
Yeah.
since we don't know what it is, I would
Sure.
just put it in your notes.
Yeah, dog bite.
Yeah.
Natural 1. That's gonna miss you
I'm okay with that.
absolutely.
Do it.
If you would like, I'm also trying to make natural 1s be more impactful.
Yeah.
So natural 1 in melee. If you would like to use a reaction, you can make a athletics check to attempt to either push, basically to create some space.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I would like to.
But
try
that eats up your reaction.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it a full attack
Hmm.
because there are certain class features that
You
have
do
that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as a thing when you are missed, attack
Sure.
back, right? And so I don't want to step on those toes, but I want to make it something.
I would like to try and like get some space.
Sure. So make an athletics check for me.
Not the strongest.
And if we have
Uh,
exhaustion,
13?
If you have exhaustion, it's
Oh,
disadvantage.
yeah,
It is
it is
disadvantage.
sorry.
No, you're good.
12.
So you do still get the space. You push him.
Nice.
You push him back. The dog. It is going to after you shove it back, you push it back. He rolled really low. I'm going to say you actually push it back 10 feet.
Mm.
And so that second head,
Just
in-
Spartan kicking.
yeah, instead of running back towards you because you shove him off, it's going to flip around and bite at Treasure. So that is a 19 to hit.
That does hit me.
So one bite. That is 8 points of damage, and I need a con save from you.
And are those pushback things? Is that a contested roll? Is it DC there? AC? Like,
It's a contested athletics check.
got it.
Yeah.
And will it happen in reverse as well? If they're humanoid?
Maybe, yeah,
17?
something like that. Success.
Okay.
You are a-okay. Also, if you have ideas for those types of things, let me know.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to do like prone, but maybe if you got something creative,
Sure.
or you want to get like a +1 to your AC for a turn or something like that, I want to make that more dynamic.
Mhm.
Okay. That is it for Les Pooches. King.
King. So I just saw essentially my old violin teacher
Yeah.
get like wrecked. Right?
Oh, there are
She's on
still
death's door.
two. Like there's one probably like on her arm, and the other one is probably bit like into her.
And I
thigh.
can reach them, right?
Yeah,
Bonus actions Hexblade Curse on the double
yeah, absolutely.
thing. Um,
Now you know how
So-
Rothgar felt every time.
yeah. So I will go ahead and swing.
Okay.
I will run up to them and
Yeah.
swing. That is a 13 to hit.
A 13 does hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest, he's probably really panicked right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I am going to throw a divine smite onto that as well.
Do it.
At first level because that's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 1d8, 3d8. It's 3d8 total. Oh God, that's rough. So that is golly. So that's 1, 2, 4. That's 6 plus another 6. It's 12 plus another 2. That's 14 points of damage.
14. Okay. It's still not bad. No, that's a
great rolls, and that's
Yeah.
a pretty good damage.
Yeah.
okay. Anything else, Olaroon?
That's all I can do with the action.
Okay.
And, bonus action.
So you cross over in front of Clever Stitch. You put the curse on the dog. A big swing. It lets go of Saride. Wasn't grappling her, but sort of swings it off on the side. King, Queen.
Queen. Okay,
Stitch.
so I'm going to. How does that one look? Is it,
Wounded but not bloodied.
all right, so I will shoot at it.
Okay.
Never mind. 16.
Hits.
Perfect. So I'm gonna make this one a beguiling arrow.
Okay.
So it's gonna take a d8 from that, and then 2d6 psychic damage, and it is charmed by her.
Okay.
If it fails a Wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
DC 12. Natural 18. Natural 18.
Yeah, never mind. So 11, 15 points of damage.
15.
5 of that is psychic.
Oh, it is good and bloodied now.
Perfect.
One solid hit, and you guys could drop
And then
that.
I'm going to, seeing that it's not dead yet
Mhm.
or beguiled, I'm going to go ahead and action surge
Do it.
Oh
and
yeah.
attack the same one again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Hey, hey.
Absolutely.
So do
That's 2 dogs.
Yes.
2 of a 5.
14 points of damage.
Out.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The first arrow hits it, and you watch one of the heads sort of feel the beguiling effect, and the other one sort of nips at it, and it snaps out. And then they look at you just as the arrow with the natural 20 pierces through both of their skulls, and it flops over onto the side out.
All right. So then, just as a reminder, there are 2 on you, 1 on you,
And that's
One
it.
on
and that's it.
That's it.
No,
That one on
it's
you
dead.
Yours is
I
dead.
thought I
It's
had
dead.
2 on me.
No, you just had 1. It has
2
2
heads.
bites. It has 2
Oh,
heads.
okay.
So I would like to drop my longbow,
Mhm.
pull out a sword, and go to help her.
Okay. So yeah, longbow hits the ground, sword comes out as you move up to go back to back with treasure.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a queen. Jack. 10.
10.
10.
So seeing that Saride is now safe,
Mm-hmm.
then you're headed over to help Treasure. So I'm going to then, the one that's in front of Talroth, I'm going to look at it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to hear just kind of like whispers come out of his mouth, but they're like high-pitched whispers.
Okay.
And he is going to designate that creature with his Horizon Walk, his, what is it called? I'm sorry. It's no, not Hunter's Mark. It's my planar warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's cool,
so
let's
all damage. I'm going to attack him. I'm going to shoot an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
You do.
Oh no, that's 12.
Hits.
Nice.
Yeah, 7 plus 5. So that's 12. So that hits. So it's going to. It's 1d8 for my arrow, and then 1d8 of force damage. But the arrow is now also force damage.
Got it.
All damage becomes force damage.
That is
Cool
nasty.
as hell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 plus my damage there. So plus 3, so 9. Yeah, 9 plus 3, so that'll be 12 force damage to it.
12 force damage. Okay. Yeah, the arrow swings into it. It, because you're up high, it sort of crumples a little bit from the force, and then it stands back up and snarls at you. But Talroth is right in its face. You were on a. What was your card?
I'm on a 10.
10. 9.
9.
9. Talroth.
All right. So before I do anything, flanking rules.
So
Since
flank.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
For me, flanking, because there are so many options for gaining advantage, spells, that's one of the big benefits for a lot of them. I find flanking with 2 people is too easy. If you have a medium creature surrounded by 4, then it can't optimally defend itself. So that is how you have, it's not flanking, you have to like have something surrounded. So
Yeah, because the main reason I ask is for sneak attack. So I wasn't sure if you had any adjustments for that rule.
no.
Okay.
For sneak attack, I will say you're pretty close
Mhm.
to your 2 other allies, and as long as you have another ally that can threaten it, and I think Olaroon and Saride are close enough.
So they're threatening the one that I'm fighting.
You're tempted, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I will say that you can attack it
Mhm.
without advantage, but you will still get sneak attack. Because as long as you have another ally within melee range,
Mhm.
you can sneak attack within 30 feet, as long as you don't have disadvantage,
Right.
which you don't.
All right. So.
Just a review for sneak attack rules out there.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and just take a swing at the dog.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Nat 20.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Do it.
Everybody
Oh.
dies.
So.
Everybody, nat your 20.
So let's see. Rapier and sneak attack.
Nice.
Let me just
What's your sneak attack at this level?
2d6.
Nice.
Still.
Oh, good times.
So that's going to be. Son of a bastard. Stop that. All right. So just from the rapier, that's going to be 10 damage.
Okay.
The sneak attack, another 11. So 21 points of damage off that first hit.
21. Okay.
Mhm.
It is still up, but barely.
Bonus action. So rapier main hand, scimitar in reverse grip offhand.
Okay.
Bonus action, just take a swipe at him with the scimitar.
Go for it.
That's what okay. And that's a 8, so 14.
Hits.
And 6 damage from the scimitar.
Okay.
I actually have a question about that. I'm
Please.
sorry. One of my actions in combat is 2-weapon fighting.
Yes.
Is that the same sort of thing? I do 2 attacks?
So 2-weapon fighting works this way. If you take the attack action and you have in your offhand a melee weapon.
So I have 2 short swords.
Correct.
Yeah.
And melee weapons need to be light.
And finesse.
No, it does not need to be finesse.
It
It's
needs
just
to be light.
It needs to be light, and the bottom half of your scimitar has that property.
It's finesse and light. Yeah.
finesse and light. So
Same with the short
if
swords.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were if you were in melee,
I
you
could-
could make 2 attacks.
Cool.
Unfortunately, it does not extend to the.
Oh no,
to
no,
the
I know
bows.
that. Yeah.
But I think what actually you can do is if you had 2 hand crossbows, you could take 1 shot and then another shot. But unless you have the crossbow expert feat, crossbows have the reload property. You have to have a free hand to cock it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
There you go. 6 damage.
6 damage for the scimitar, just coming across.
Exactly what you needed. Had 6 hit points left.
Hey!
So
Sweet.
the 2 cuts come across. The rapier pierces down between the heads of the dogs, and as they sort of yip and bite at the blade, you draw it back, and then the scimitar comes up, probably takes the snout and muzzle off of one of them, and it flops out
Yeah,
dead.
and as soon as I just spin with that slash, I am booking it next to Treasure
Okay.
and just kind of literally hopping into her back pocket.
Okay, so the 3 of you have gathered around these 2 dogs. Who is left?
Treasure.
And Sarai, what are your cards?
I'm a 7.
Well, 7, go for it.
Okay, well, don't typically like using the family to heritage stuff, but we're gonna pop it this time. Let's pop a Searing Smite.
Okay, let's do it.
And first to hit, of course. That is a 15.
Does.
Nice.
So now that's gonna be 46.
Which death dog are you attacking? The one that's
the fresher looking
the
too.
fresher of the 2. Got it. Okay.
It would still be your hit with the greatsword.
Yes, that's why it's 46.
Oh, okay.
10, 11, 12. And then let me check my 12 plus 6. So it's going to be 18 points of damage.
18.
And then
Big
it
hit.
can catch fire from here. So let me see what it's got to do. It's got to make a con save.
Constitution saving throw. Fails.
Okay, so now each additional turn, it's going to take a d6 fire.
Nice.
Okay. Remind me of that. I will forget. Okay. Anything else?
That's what I got.
That's what you got. Nicely done. So ride.
Okay, so bonus action, Mantle of Inspiration
Okay.
to you.
Clever Stitch.
Sure, I haven't been hit.
I don't think anyone's been hit but
Okay.
me.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Talroth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
And I haven't hit as well.
well, with you, I was gonna get you anyway.
Right.
So I'll do you 2, and have you hooked up with them?
No.
No,
So
I'm not.
currently in the melee
It's
cluster,
The 3.
it's Talroth, Treasure, and Clever Stitch.
Okay. I'm gonna just
Oh, yeah.
over
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
I'm so sorry. So you guys get 5 temporary hit points,
Right.
and if you want to, immediately you can use a reaction to move your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. I don't know if I could want to right now, but
Yeah. Like, not in this situation, but later.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use my movement to get the fuck out of there
Yeah.
and heal
There you
myself.
go.
I'm just gonna sit in the back and cry. She's going to cry
Okay.
and heal herself with her tears.
Okay.
She's never been in combat before.
And that hurt.
that was bullshit. Dresses ruined. This is probably her fault anyway.
Cure wounds.
Yeah,
Okay. What level? First or second?
just the first.
So I'm going to trust you to do that. And new round.
There we go.
There it is. There's more like
There we
it.
go.
There's more like
Up top,
Oh, boy.
Ace.
Ace.
Ace as well. What's your dex?
God.
Dex is +3.
You go.
All right. I'm going to look down at one of them. Which one looks?
There is one that is more injured. It's the one that looks like it's smoldering, sort of smoking, might be on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the other one. 'Cause
Okay.
That one looks like it's gonna get fucked on its
Sure.
own accord. Fair enough. I'm going to look at it and again whisper some words in some
Mm-hmm.
Tweety Orin type language. So that's 15 plus 7 for a
Hits.
22.
Absolutely.
Cool. So that'll be 2d8 damage. I let loose a bow and weird force energy surrounds it. And that is 8 plus 4
12.
plus 3 for 15.
15. Nicely done. That one is bloodied. Another hit like that will probably take it out.
Cool.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Anything else?
That's
That's what you got.
bonus action, and I'm just staying up in the air out of range of everything going.
Okay, Death Dog. So the one that is caught fire,
Yep, he's got to take
1d6.
his 1d6 of fire damage.
roll it, please.
6.
Nice.
He bursts into flames and dies.
Yes. Now officially bloodied. They are getting close in hit points. The one that is on fire is going to double attack Treasure, because fire bad.
You're on fire.
Natural 4, natural 19. So the 19 will hit. That is going to be 7 points of damage this time, and I do need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, let me just calculate the 7 in here. So there go my 5 natural hit points. And
Listen, that's what they're there for.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
That is going to be a 9.
A 9. So
Is that
fails.
less?
Okay.
So do mark down your.
Asterisk.
Was
That was with a bless, yeah.
Oof.
That was a con save?
Yes, it was not good.
Oh,
Okay.
rough.
The
That's rough.
last Death Dog. That you can actually see them of split minds. So when it leaps up, one goes to bite the cat, one goes to bite the elf. Cat
Is
is
it-
green.
Got it.
Actually, is it moving closer to us, or was
No,
it just
it's
right
It
there?
was in melee.
with us.
Okay.
There were 2 in melee with Treasure, and
Okay.
you both
Yeah.
went to assist her.
Oh,
Okay.
no, it was a 12. You were right. 12, did I still fail?
Succeeds.
Oh, 6 each. Okay.
Nice.
I forgot to actually add my constitution.
There you go.
That'll do it.
She did the
Bless.
bless.
Okay.
So nicely done. So you can take that off.
You should be
Here we go.
need of hit points.
I have to, adding constitution to the constitution save might be a good thing.
Clever Stitch, 13.
Misses.
Great. Towered off. Sorry to say, 22.
I mean, if you have to.
If I, yeah.
That'll maybe.
Low damage, 3 damage, but I do need the con save. Or have you already been infected?
I got bit
Yeah.
once. Yeah.
Did you fail one already?
Yes.
Then there's no additional effect. So
okay.
that stays in
Cool.
impact. They do not stack.
God.
Okay, that is it for the Death Dogs on the Ace. King.
King.
King, you
Perfect.
probably.
I have a dex of +4.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like a 0.
Please, Clever Stitch.
I will attack the whichever one hit me.
Oh yeah, I will say definitely because it's like the dog is biting at you, and then this guy pulls him just
pulled him over.
far enough away.
Nope. Yeah, I will go ahead and attack him right back. 17.
Hits.
So that is 6 plus 4. 10 points of damage.
Ooh, he is barely holding
Dang
on.
it. That's all I got. I'm
Okay.
a level 1. I'm a level 3 fighter. So that's
Okay,
it.
you don't have a second short sword or anything like
No, for
Okay.
whatever reason, I decided not to. Wait,
that.
can I? I have claws
That
that are a natural weapon.
I will allow it. Yeah,
Can
your
you use
a
his
natural
claws?
weapon is I would consider
Natural
a light.
claws.
Yes.
So
I'll even give you the finesse property.
Yes.
Did you not 20 that?
No.
no, 15. So plus 3. Plus
Anything
3.
hits.
So
yeah.
and then it's a 1d4 plus 1. 4 points of damage.
Out.
He just
And then boop a snoot. That's stupid. That's stupid.
in the words of Tony Baker, give no skibbity pat.
That's it for me.
Skibbity paps pound into the face of the Death Dog.
I rapid.
Tell us
Do the rapid.
you watch as just this rapid claw sort of smacks the dog down. All right.
I'm gonna say my cat. And then it's
I
treasure.
had the other
Treasure,
king.
please.
So let's go ahead and attack that thing again.
Do
Prob-
it.
the one that's on fire is the one
That's
still
the
up.
only one up.
Five dog.
Nat 19 for a dirty 20 with bless.
If you're a nat 19, you're a champion.
Way higher. Oh,
No, that's a crit.
that is
Yeah.
yeah, champion.
Yeah, you're a champion
Oh,
fighter. That's crit.
Nice.
So do I just roll the 4 or double the 2?
It is up to you.
You just have to.
You
decide
just have
ahead
to
of
decide
time.
ahead of time.
I'll roll the 4.
Roll the 4.
I always like rolling.
Holy
extra dice.
17.
Like it always sucks when you get all ones, but that moment where it's like,
Still up.
Did you add your
It's
strength?
just a Cronenberg.
17 is showtime.
That wasn't even with adding
You were
the strength
first
or
nat
anything.
20 and the first showtime of the new season.
Yeah.
there you go.
Treasure, what? Tell us about it.
Well, we're just gonna add an extra bit of stink into that fire and cleave it right down in between the heads because that's not natural. I've got gunk in my hair. Look at poor Sarai; she's a mess. I just want to go back to sleep.
Absolutely. You bisect between the heads. You actually get a clean cut down, not the entirety of the spine, but I say a good like 3/4 of it. The rib cage sort of splits open and it kind of falls apart. Yeah, you can see within these things, while they have some natural physiology, they are monstrosities. They are born of twisted magic.
Bless you.
You guys clean up the corpses. The other people are waking up about this point. It's been less than a minute.
It's been 18 seconds.
After that, I would have like literally as soon as that's over, I would like run over to Sarai and all 10 of lay on hands.
Aww.
No! I mean,
Aw.
yes.
Sorry, hold
I
on.
just need 7.
All 10 of lay on hands.
So caps out at 7.
Yeah.
But I think Talroth would use the other.
I mean, I have some too.
Yeah.
Well, I'd fly down. How bad are you?
Ow.
I'll just cure wounds.
Sounds good. So for clarity, right now, you 5 have not completed your long rest. Anything you expend can be recovered. You have. You can't do another long rest for another 24 hours. So I'm just this is more stating, not that you don't
I
know.
didn't get as crazy as I was going to because I'm almost dead.
Yeah.
Who
Okay.
cares about kids?
We gotcha.
Go for
That
it.
being said, yeah, so that'll be that's
Cocked
so.
as hell. Yeah.
So that's 3 plus 2, so that's 5.
5 points of healing. Okay. The camp rouses. They come and check on you guys. Renatal commends you on a job well done, and you see him make a note for you guys to double your pay for today. So make a note of that yourselves. Everybody, including all party members, we'll just keep it simple. Get a bonus 2 gold on the day's work today. I would like to take a 10-minute break. We're at
Okay.
9:30, so we're going to be back at 9:40, and then we'll continue tonight's adventure.
Right before that happens, I'm gonna go to Treasure. Hey, that look infected to you?
She's like covered in blood and viscera. She's like,
All right, guys. So we'll see you in 10 minutes, but until then, stay tuned. Everyone, we are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
I'm Kez, and I'm playing Treasure, the Tiefling Fighter.
Maz playing Talroth Oakenblade, Wood Elf Rogue.
Eric playing Sirach, the Eric Hakra Horizon Walker Ranger.
Cole playing resident sad boy ASMR paladin warlock Olorun.
And I'm Matthew, playing Clever Stitch, the Tabaxi Arcane Archer.
And I'm Megan playing Sarai Landir, the Eladrin Veverbard.
All right. So, just before the break, you guys had stopped an ambush of a pack of death dogs, 2-headed dog monstrosities, most likely made by some wizard or other, as they are always wizarding around, doing wizardly things. So,
Never trust them book types.
before you guys go to bed, are you tending your wounds at all, or are you guys going to try to do that in the morning?
Also, are these evil death dogs from Tabaxi Nightmares lore?
Yeah.
Fucking hate that. Okay. I don't like that these are real.
Yeah.
Can I do medicine checks on the bites?
Yeah.
Same. Oh, I'm not good at that.
So, so I will take one medicine check with advantage because, as you guys can all sort of see, the where the dogs have bit, not all of them, but some of them, the wounds are seeming to fester a little. They're not clean wounds.
Is it okay if I do it?
Yeah, you can go ahead
she has a
and
plus six,
take a look at me. Yeah.
Okay, so you can do it with advantage.
Yes, nat 20.
Nice.
Let's go.
26.
Okay.
Do you want the dice zone?
So these wounds are it is a disease. The saliva, you test the saliva in the death dogs. It carries this foul sort of disease that causes the victim's flesh to slowly rot off the bone.
Gross.
Ew.
Wow.
I believe it's called necrotizing fasciitis.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and let you guys know until the disease is cured. Every 24 hours, you'll have to repeat the Constitution saving throw, DC of 12. Every time you fail, your maximum hit points will be reduced by 1d10. And the reduction lasts until it is cured. The creature dies if the disease reduces its hit point maximum to 0.
There are 3 of us that are bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm in a shoe.
Everybody raise your hands if you have conditions asterisk.
So it's just the 2 of us?
Just 2 of us.
Okay. Okay.
I can take care of it.
No, I can too. I can less
Really?
resto. I have less restoration.
Oh, that's a level spell.
And it's going to cure 1 disease.
Nice.
So,
So you're good. You're safe.
bam!
Is that how many level 3 spells?
I have 2. No, I'm out. But it's either that or we die. It's okay.
Do you have?
Don't do it. Don't use them.
Do you have it right now?
I can't do it
You have
now.
to
I
do
can
it
do it first thing in the morning.
In the morning.
Because he could, if it's a
How long do we have to do the save? Every.
You have 24 hours.
24 hours. So,
Okay, so we can do it when he wakes up.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have lay on hands when I get back.
Okay.
so
Okay.
you guys take the time. Go,
Just because we worked up a bit of an appetite on that one, can I do like a check to see if this meat is edible?
Yeah, make a survival check.
And you have
10.
And you have exhaustion. So
Brody,
Oh.
yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Still 10.
Brody to the max.
Tauroth, with your rustic wood elf background, you are used to eating odd things. However, you do also know that the saliva at least causes flesh to rot.
Yeah.
So
so the rest of it might not be great either.
so you definitely probably want to stay away from the tongue. As far as you can tell, you're not 100% sure, but that's it. That's what you rolled. That's what I'm giving you.
So what you're saying is
All right. Gotta get one of the interns.
My fine cat palate.
The interns are not eating that.
The interns are like, you cannot pay me enough to eat that fucking dog.
Exactly. They say nay nay.
I
They
did
say
take some, I did take some damage. Should I attend to that first, or would the sleeping help that?
So if you are planning on recovering your hit points as part of your modified rest, you do not need to heal yourself tonight. The person that it was most important to heal tonight was Sarai, because she can no longer benefit from a modified rest today. So I am looking up something as we are going, but you guys get the rest of the night's sleep. That fight took place 5 hours into your rest. So those of you that had not completed your long rest, you essentially have to start it over. But
I'll take the last one.
but by dawn, the rest of the team will be there. So it is essentially, instead of getting up at 7, 8 a.m., you guys are gonna sleep in a little bit. You get a late start to the morning. So the rest of the crew is not. They are not upset or pushing you about
Sure.
it. But that is, again, new rules we're working
Yeah,
through. Some stuff.
absolutely.
So you guys, your day begins later than you had planned. Let's call it around 11. As you guys are getting up, those of you that have pieces to refresh, go ahead and refresh those.
No more exhaustion.
Yes,
So this would count as taking a long rest then.
for you, absolutely, it's a full long rest. For other people, I'm guessing you guys don't have missing hit dice, so you can absolutely just hit the long rest button and be fine.
The first thing we do is when I wake up, I'm gonna kind of like shuffle over to Talroth
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, can I see arm?
Oh yeah, sure. There.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like, he'll take his shield,
Mhm.
like hold your arm, and then like his shield glows, and then like he like doesn't like hit it, but like with some type of force, like press it up against your shoulder, and then like the poison or disease kind of like spews out in like this black
Nasty.
sludge.
Nasty.
And that's 5 points of lay on hands.
Thanks, kid. That was good.
Yeah. And he'll just kind of, and then he'll like try and shuffle off to find Sarai.
Okay.
And he's like, Miss Sarai.
Yes.
Need you guys to speak up just a hair.
Sorry,
Yes!
I know I'm really quiet. Miss Sarai, I'm really sorry about what happened last night.
It's all right. It
I
happens.
should have. I don't know. I think I should have been there.
No, you were sleeping, and I wanted you to sleep. You needed some rest.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can I see your arm real quick?
It's a leg.
Oh.
She's a.
And he's just like,
We're expecting this.
the old Yzma.
I mean, at that point, I think the dress is mostly ripped away anyway. It's fucking dogs.
And he'll just be like, oh, okay. And he'll do the same thing to Talroth. And it's my last 5 points of lay on hands. But diseases are cured from
Thank
these
you.
individuals.
Woo! Thank you, disease.
I'm dying today.
There
Yeah.
you go.
This morning.
Not yet.
And
Ren-
then, yeah, he'll just kind of like shuffle off, kind of like by himself, and like head down.
Renatal, along with the rest of his team, has begun setting about the local area. You watch them using sort of these attuned, like tuning forks, and they're taking different harmonic readings off of the rocks. There's a little bit of magic to them, as you suspect. You think it might be able to judge from the sound whether there's something deeper within each of these 1,000 needles. As you guys are sort of watching, you can tell that they're definitely working in the local area. Not wanting to get too far from camp, especially with you guys being asleep or resting, recovering. And as you start to stir and prepare for your day, what would you guys like to do? You can tell from the methodical nature of Renatal and his group that they are taking samples, they are cataloging things. You can see some of them are pulling out, digging out small bits of pottery. Occasionally, there are stones that have sort of pieces of runic etchings on them that they are recovering. All of it is a bit scattered. You get the feeling that if you just follow their lead, it will be days before they make it to where Sirach has directed Renatal. He will let you know if you press him on it. He didn't want to take any of his team that deep, especially without being escorted.
Mm-hmm.
It's about half a day's journey.
How would they feel about us going without them?
Especially if you can leave them a couple of people to watch the area.
They can have Thousand and Fable.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Then you guys could absolutely go and investigate.
Do we need the little special tuning forks?
So they will provide you with one.
Perfect.
They will provide you with one of those, and they'll provide you with a excavation kit. It's a backpack. It's got some hammers, some picks, some sample jars and crystal vials and things like that. Some wax paper for taking etchings and information along those lines. There is also a scroll of sending, so you can track your mapping progress. It'll only transmit at sundown, and they just ask that at sundown you sort of give them a note of like this kind of where you're at, and if you're alive, if you're not coming back, right?
We are all dead.
Yeah, they
Thank
will.
you for your time. We are dead.
You don't
If
have
you
to pay us.
if you do not send to them, they will assume
so.
you are dead.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a cartographer's kit and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's definitely a scholarly suit of things.
Just as a reminder, guys, I was looking back through the notes. We do have 2 regular potions of healing.
Yes, I know. I have one in my inventory.
I don't remember.
I
who
do
has
not
the
know
second.
who has the
Fable has the
Fable.
second. Okay. Okay.
Because we were the 2 without healing spells.
Mm-hmm. Just as a reminder that we do have them.
Yes. Do we have to be able to cast? Do we have to be able to cast spells to use this, or can we, if we have proficiency in Arcana?
So proficiency in Arcana is sufficient. If you are proficient in musical instruments, that is also sufficient.
How about thieves' tools?
Negative, useless. Well,
All right.
for this thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we,
Yeah, it's play like a
Yep.
like a
do we have anything else that we need to do in camp?
So I shot 3 arrows. Can I find any of them? Can I?
You can traditionally you can recover half
rounding down.
rounding down.
So I'm at 18.
Well, I'll tell you what, I round up everything else. Although I have recently found in the book, rounding down
It's
is the rule.
typical
Yeah.
rule.
Um,
As long as you do it all the same.
yeah,
Doesn't really matter.
I find rounding up is just,
Yeah,
it's
why not?
like round up, man. Like it's
Yeah.
one more point of damage, right? Like,
and
come
as long
on.
as it goes both ways.
exactly,
Mhm.
it's
Cool.
so I round up.
All right.
That's all right. So that cool. So that's just losing 1 arrow.
You just lost 1 arrow.
Cool.
You
I just
can-
want to keep a
yeah, please
correct
do.
tally.
All right.
Same for you, Clever Stitch.
I am. Although I lost.
Oh, your
2.
magic arrows.
No, they. Oh yeah. I don't know if I. Well, no, but from the fight with the lizards.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
I shot at them.
You
So
did?
I was not recovering them.
No, there is no recovering those.
Excuse me, just
So I'm down to 17.
There you go.
All right. Do we?
I mean, I don't
Anything
need
else?
anything. I don't. Ooh, I'm ready.
I'm ready to go.
All right.
Let's grab a horse and get moving.
Treasure was sitting there eating breakfast, contemplating turning the dogs into fuzzy slippers, and she's like, "Oh, we're going. Okay."
You guys are walking.
Yeah, you know where we're going, correct?
I can lead. Just follow my lead, and I'll just.
All right.
I'll start going.
Yeah.
Okay. Off you guys set. Everybody roll me a percentile, please.
Ooh, here we go. Ooh.
I love all of you. I really do.
Oh no.
Why?
Shit.
Why?
You know, if this was divine intervention, that'd be great.
That's true.
45.
51.
65.
1.
30.
57.
As you guys are traveling, you can see some of the different carcasses that you think the death dogs probably had eaten over the days. You can see different parts of their pack that have been chewed up and killed. There are some buzzards that inhabit the area. A fair number of insects, scorpions, not quite giant size, but bigger than you like them. Wolf spiders are definitely something that you guys see at one point. The large, hairy sort of things. There's a whole needle area where you're like, that's full of webs. We're just gonna go around that.
Yeah, we'll just set that on fire before we go.
So, do you want to set it on fire before you go?
No.
I'd just rather not touch that.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay. So, Rock, you make it to the area where the needles are slightly shorter, and from a high enough vantage point, you definitely can point out and see the X that the Spelljack had mentioned, that he had sort of
Alluded.
yeah, that through some form of connection had placed in your mind. Towards the center of it, there is a few smaller needles. Some of them only 8 to 10 feet tall, and much thinner, or more like maybe 2 feet in diameter. Some 4
Right.
feet. That needle is maybe 5-10 feet, slightly shorter than the ones around it.
Can I go check it out?
Yeah, you guys can check out anything you would like. Where would you like to begin?
So I would kind of just be like, "Oh, over here, we have they're a lot smaller over here."
You guys can see those. Yeah, you definitely notice them. They sort of create kind of a perimeter.
It's like a henge.
No,
Okay.
not quite a henge. Definitely
Not
short.
a tall henge,
No,
but like
no,
just
no.
a circle of stones almost.
I would say no.
Okay.
Just make an intelligence roll.
That's not good for me or Sirach.
That definitely isn't.
I'm beguiled by my own feathers.
That's
Does-
fine.
Natural one.
Oh,
For
okay.
two.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just not. You're not sure what it is,
Nah.
but this is the first time you guys have seen these smaller rock formations. All the other rock formations have been very tall. There's some variety in them. Occasionally, there's like a large Wile E. Coyote Rock at the top, or one that like bridges a gap.
Sure.
So there are some of those, but this is the first time you have seen them. They are 8 to 10 feet. Looks like some of them have crumbled a bit. There's at least 10, 20 of them from what you can tell. As you guys are approaching from this side, they're spaced out. They're about 8 to 10 feet apart.
With my archaeologist background, would I be able to kind of figure out if it's like a set of ruins or pretty much if it's man-made or natural?
Go ahead and make me an intelligence check. I'll let you add proficiency to it because of your archaeologist background, please.
All right. That was off there. Okay, so that is a 14.
So there is a ruins-like nature about this. Everything else up until now, throughout this entire area, has seemed very natural in its formation. Not man-made, not hewn or adjusted. And there is something about the layout of these smaller rock formations that is very deliberate and intentional.
Could I maybe kind of tell what race?
So
Human, dwarf,
there's nothing that really indicates a race right now. What, other than the spacing and the uniformity in the height, you can tell these were all the same height at one point. Any of the ones that are shorter are just from weather and crumble
Erosion,
and
age,
erosion and
yeah.
things like that. I'm going to say you guys are probably 20, 30 feet away from them at this point. So if you wanted to look at some of those crumbling ones or at some of the fully height ones and get a little deeper in there, you can. But they look at this distance like natural, but
Natural, but like uncanny valley. Like
Right,
This,
like
this
so-
is not quite just like
if
random.
they are natural, then you feel like a druid or like a wizard or somebody went by and was like, stone-shaped column,
Sure.
stone-shaped column,
Okay.
stone-shaped column.
And are they're all like straight up?
They
They're not,
are
like,
no
okay.
no.
Got it.
Other than like I say,
The
of the
crumbling.
20, there's maybe 4
Sure.
that have started to
Okay.
to sort of erode. No, and they're all kind of like on their own corner-ish. Looks like maybe some large animals came through here at some point, or something just beat them up a little more. A wind tunnel, whatever it may be.
I'm gonna take a few minutes and start kind of mapping all this out.
Sure.
So I kind of rig some cartographer tools together with the stuff they gave us and just start getting it together.
You take how long do you want to take to do that?
Quick,
think-
just quick sketch, just
Okay. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Sure.
Just okay. It's like column, then like an X if it's broken, stuff like that. Just
Sure.
nice, quick little map.
Okay. Are you guys attempting to go around the entirety of this central needle?
Before we go in, or even really move around it, Sarai, can you use that fork thing and see what it does
So you have to
Kind
ping it
Kind of.
on
One of the
on a
columns?
thing?
on the thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
or even just on the ground right here. Because did we ever see them pinging it on the ground, or was it just like things.
Occasionally they would ping it on the ground, but it was primarily the needles
gotcha
that
okay.
they would ping it on
Mhm.
and then sort of take a reading.
figure out the resonance of it? Okay. All right, I will go up with you.
Okay.
So that you are not alone.
Are you going to the central or are you going to one of these smaller perimeter columns?
Perimeter.
I would assume perimeter first.
Perimeter.
Okay. So you get up to one of the perimeter columns. Is this your first time pinging this?
Yes.
Okay.
I've never punged before.
You tap it. The tuning fork, for lack of a better term, does begin to resonate and sort of harmonize. Make me a wisdom based check, and you can add double your proficient. You're proficient in Arcana and musical instruments.
Mhm.
I'll let you add both. So
Nice.
plus 4.
And then your wisdom.
D20, wisdom, plus 4.
So 6.
6. Okay.
And, well, I'm not really helping her.
No.
You hear it, you get a good listen to it, and it strikes you. You don't know what you're listening for because you never
Yeah.
tried it on anything else. So you don't know if this
what
is
am I supposed
different.
to be doing exactly?
I don't know.
Well, it's in tune.
All right.
Should I try the
Put it
others?
on, I guess. Or do we want, like, a control? So we have it on something that's not one of these?
Just gonna try the next one. It sounds the same. It sounds distinctly different. Much more
Alright.
a far less dense, softer
Yes.
sound to it.
Well, we know it works. And
It,
is there,
it
while I'm up
makes a
there,
sound.
I'll put a fork in this thing. Can I see any markings or runes? Or...
The two that you're at are fully grown. You don't see any markings or runes on those specifics.
Are there-
The
are there
center one?
Or also are there non crazy weird uncanny
They're a
ions?
little on the side.
Like-
You could head over there
Okay.
to them if you want to.
All right, we'll try the normal looking ones.
The
the crooked-
naturally
Yeah.
actual natural ones.
The crumbling ones.
Yes.
Oh no, like
Are there
a
like
needle.
natural needles?
Yeah, there's a natural needle there. It sounds distinctly different. So the natural needle, the simplest way you can put it is that on the rock it sounds dense, but there's like a percussive quality to it.
Mm.
When you ping it on these columns,
Mhm.
there is more of a tinning metal, like it's as though you had hit it against something that was metal. And while it looks like stone entirely from the outside, you touch it, it feels like stone. You are led to assume that there is a metal core or something in the center, that this is very different.
Weird.
So you are now starting to understand that by using the tuning fork, it gives you, now that you have a frame of reference, it gives you information about what is inside beneath the stones,
Weird.
the stone outer face.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the one after hearing all that. Go to the one that she found like the metal sound
Sure.
inside of. I'm just gonna start checking for like anything hidden, like a hidden door, or even a trap, or just something that shouldn't be there.
Great. Real easy. So this is 2x2. It's a
Mhm.
pretty small thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the ones that's full grown. If you want to go to the one that's crumbling, you can. As you are looking around there, so it looks completely stone-like.
Mhm.
But with this information and you being an archaeologist, if you wanted to take the time to
Yeah.
begin like chipping in and digging in to see what was deeper beneath the surface, you could. But I can absolutely tell you with ease, just a walk around, there's no runes, no traps, nothing that is on the
Fine.
outside.
Yeah.
There's nothing that is of importance.
So we're gonna have to dig into them to figure it out.
Or we could go to the crumbling one and see if we can see anything from the top.
That's worth a shot. I mean, did you try ting ting in that one?
No.
Taking the crumbling one.
So you get that metal sound again.
Forks and-
So you get the metal sound again. It is the metal quality to it is louder, and you piece together that the metal quality of it is louder because it is closer to the surface, because more of the rock has crumbled away from it.
Aha.
All right. Yeah, Treasure, you mind giving me a boost at the top up there?
Yep, she's just gonna kneel down a second and just let him stand on her shoulders and just up we go.
It's short, easy enough, nothing to
Yep.
it. Up you go. And
up on the top.
yeah, make a just make me an athletics check as you begin to dig around in there.
To be assisted.
No,
It's
he's the
just
only one
he's
up
just
there.
digging some,
Oh, okay.
some stone away.
So athletics on top of there, 2.
It takes you far longer than you would care to admit. In fact, at some point, Treasure and everybody are like, "Are you okay?"
It's taking time to examine all this. You don't rush archaeology.
That a very true statement. 15 and 20 minutes later. Yeah,
You're hearing all the swearing.
It's like ding. It's like didn't need that.
you as you are chipping and digging and sort of etching away, you do find a piece of worked black metal.
Okay.
You don't see much of it. It's rounded up at the top and is just sort of the head of like a ball, kind of the corner. You continue going.
Yeah.
Okay. Make another athletics check. See if you can get into there a little quicker now.
7.
Sure. I'll give you
Can-
advantage. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, can
Yeah.
can I climb up there and help him move stuff?
So it's kind of a one person thing.
Okay,
There's not a lot of
fine.
room.
So 12.
Sure. So you start to dig.
Mhm.
You start to get down, and there is up at the top. There is a ball about this size,
Mhm.
and beneath the ball there is this kind of pyramid, all black iron, black, slightly worked. There's a little bit of texture to it, and it goes a couple of inches, and then it divots in. There's a little bit of a curve, and that sort of has a bit of a base. You've been at it now for maybe 35, 40 minutes total, and you've got about 4 inches showing. The metal itself is maybe an inch or two in diameter. You want to keep going down?
Before that, so the ball is attached to the pyramid. It's not like I can just pull it up.
No. Yeah, it's all one like cast metal piece.
Can we?
Hey, treasure.
You could see it clearly now. You can fly up there and
Can-
look at it.
Right, could I have the fork?
Hey, treasure. You mind getting your golden ass up here? You might want to take a look at this.
Will my golden ass fit up there?
I can move.
I want to fly up, and I kind of want to tap the tuning fork to
Mhm.
the actual metal itself,
Mhm.
and then hold the base of the tuning fork to the metal.
It is resonant.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the distinct difference. There's no stone sound, absolutely, when you do that, but the it does not shake off the rock
Okay.
or anything along those lines.
I just fly back down.
Unfortunately,
Give it a shot.
Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, try to climb up there. I guess athletics.
you get there. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to stress you guys about that. It's a 10-foot thing. You fall if you want, but you
Okay.
don't have to.
So I guess what
greatest-
would I do to help
my
him
greatest
start chipping
desire.
away at this?
Is that what you're asking for help with?
I know she's been to different places, so I figured,
Oh, history.
yeah, you've seen some shit like this before.
Yeah, make a history check
You're the history professor.
So could I give her advantage on it, or
if you want to. Sure.
Should not trust treasure with history.
No, I trust you with history.
I got a nat 19.
Every freaking time. She's
Secret
like some
history buff.
history savant.
Treasure, you think about it.
So
And-
21.
altogether.
You think about it, and for a moment, you're like, "Where have I seen that before?" And you rack your brain, and then you realize you actually see this all the time. It's part of a fence.
Oh.
This is the top of like a wrought iron gate or fence.
Oh.
And you look around and you realize all the spacing of those taller pillars, they just don't have the piece
The
In
in-between
between.
piece. Of
It's
course
fence
I would.
posts,
Yeah.
but not
But
slats.
without the fence.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, covered in rock.
So wait, so you're telling me there's some kind of like a pen, like a corral or something?
It's rounded, yes.
It's a night. It's like the kind you would see, you being of your background.
That's a mistake
You-
fence.
Yeah, it's a fancy fence. You guys would absolutely see. It is a fancy fence. It is small because it is designed to keep people away and yet still allow clear view of the place it is beyond it.
So we aren't looking for these. We're looking for what it's protecting.
You would suspect so.
So she's going to slide down, of course, share all this with everyone.
You said that there were outer ones.
That's what you guys have
Is
been.
there an inner one?
There is a needle in the middle.
Going to
Check
go to
that
the
out.
middle.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Dang it.
Okay.
And how tall is that needle?
The needle is slightly shorter than the other needles that are around
Oh.
it. That needle, while the other needles are between 50 and 60 feet tall, that needle is closer to 40 to 50.
I'll try to make my way to the top.
Okay.
And start same thing, just kind of seeing if I could start chipping away some stuff at the top.
Okay.
Or if there's anything up there.
So you head over there as you're getting the rope and the climbing kit out and prepared. You ting it. So right, this sounds very different. You hear the metal. The sound is far more hollow. There is also, you can hear in it. Make a perception check. I'll give you the +2. Are you proficient in perception? Then I'll give you another +2 because of your extra stuff.
15.
15. So it sounds like if you had hit this tuning fork against wood, against like a hard wood, you can hear that there's a denser stone in there as well, and metal. And as you're picturing it, it's sort of telling you that there is a man-made structure within this needle, within all of this dirt, within all of this stone somewhere.
There's something in here.
How big around is this needle?
Ooh, diameter-wise, 30, 40 feet.
And it's shorter.
It is slightly shorter. Yeah, not
Yeah,
dramatically,
Right, okay.
but
Can I like kind of run the perimeter and kind of see if there's something
Sure.
even like resembling like an entrance or something?
make an
like that?
investigation check.
While we're getting all this, I'm just
You're-
updating the map. Well,
Oh, you're doing that instead.
I'm still getting things ready, but while she's checking it, I'm not gonna
You're not going to go up until
exactly.
Got it.
But then just marking, okay, wood, the one on the map that we know has the fence post, just metal, and then whichever one she found with metal, just mark those to kind of
yeah, you
Mhm.
yeah,
you
just
you
quickly
double check.
W, all that.
Absolutely.
Can
So
I?
investigation?
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Go on.
16.
16.
Yeah.
What are you up to while I'm thinking about that?
Well, we know that we're investigating some sort of possible wizard's tower.
Mhm.
So I'd like to cast detect portal.
Okay.
You detect the distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you. The answer can easily just be there's not one.
Make a insight check.
Ten.
Something inside here has planar portal capabilities.
Okay.
You don't feel like it's
It's not a planar portal, but it's
yeah,
something that,
but there's something close,
Mhm.
right? It's in the neighborhood of, might not be active, might be an item.
yeah,
You're not quite sure,
but something's there.
but
Yeah.
something is in here, and I can tell you it's towards the top, maybe like 10 feet from the top.
While he's checking out, because you're just going around
He's
it,
investigating
can I
the outside.
climb it and
You have
check
a
at
climb
the top?
speed?
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
because I want to be able to look at
Being
all
all
sides
cat,
of it.
being all cat stuff.
Listen, I just like
Yeah.
being high up. All right, so
So-
I'm a cat.
So would I also be able to get up there by this point, or would I have to wait a little bit?
He has a climb speed. Give him
Okay.
give him just a minute.
Sure.
You're documenting things at the moment.
Cool.
Olaroon.
16.
Yes. As you are heading around on the northern side, as you guys get close and you're sort of touching the stone here, you can feel very subtly that maybe when the stone encased this place, you would have been able to feel like the structure. You would have been able to feel the doors, but all that's been worn smooth now. And you get to the north side, and the slope around it feels much more rigid, and you can imagine that at one point these would have been stairs, and you can feel where part of the stone face pops out a bit, and that makes up the doorway of a to a door, like the stone, the keystones, and it sort of pops out, and you're feeling it, and the dirt on this one feels looser. The stone, like it's more like clay,
Okay.
right? Maybe it's dry, so it's more like it's like pottery, but maybe if you were able to like get it wet enough, it could be more malleable.
Then I'm gonna assume that
You can begin climbing it at this point. So in a moment or so, you'll be up at the top. Stitch, make me an investigation check.
Okay. Modified 20.
So you can feel the same
Yeah.
like shapes and indentations. You don't feel anything that feels like a window or like a secondary port, but you come to the same conclusions over here. And you can definitely, when you start to get towards the top, you feel like this roof is more like a cone shape roof, and that's why it's been able to like wear away.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. You guys have found
Tiny mini
the wizard.
wizard.
So, yeah.
Then if you know, if I noticed that, like, if it was clay, if it was wet or something like that, it'd be more malleable. I'm gonna assume I have like some type of like water skin
skin?
or something
Yeah.
like that. So
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna like take some of that and like kind of
Mhm.
pour it on and try and like move.
Do you have any sort of artisan tools or proficiencies, anything like that might assist you with this?
I can play the violin.
Awesome. Make
I do also have like a spare dagger. That I
Sure.
would probably use. to
yeah.
kind of,
Make
like-
me a make an athletics check.
I'm not great at those either. Natural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
You are the first one to sit on the throne.
Yes.
You propelled by last night, you are determined to make something happen here.
I'm
You
gonna get this right. Dang it.
you get the water, and you begin getting like you assume where the handle or where like the door control would probably be. You get that nice and wet, and you're sort of scooping it up and getting on there, and your dagger begins kind of working and cutting, and it's like it's getting dull, and whenever it starts to dry out, like you get some more water deep in there, and it begins to kind of chip and clay and break apart as you get in there, and your dagger stabs in, and you can feel sort of the of wood, and you, even more than that, you feel that there's a little bit of space between the outer clay and the wooden door. You suspect that those stones probably kept
this clay, this from really getting up against there, and you sort of feel around with that, and the tip of your dagger, now slightly blunted,
Of course.
begins to trace in this. You can feel it's you think it's a rune, like some sort of magic symbol in there. And do you want to keep tracing it?
I'm not going to trace it. You said there's a bit of a space, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like use probably what's like just the last of my water skin to kind of create it so that I can fit my hand on
Okay.
the inside, in the space between the door and the clay, and then just try and like rip the clay off from the inside.
Make me another athletics check.
Come on,
second natural.
come on, baby, don't let me down. That's a natural 1. After what you just did for me.
Okay.
It didn't like being removed from the throne.
Yeah.
You start trying to work the water in there, right?
Yeah.
And it's all on the outside, and you realize you got to get the dagger out first. But in the meantime, as you've been trying to get the water in there, the clay on the backside has hardened around the dagger. So when you
I can't
pull
it out.
there's like it's really kind of stuck in there. What you end up doing is it just sort of in frustration, you hammer the handle of the dagger.
And it just breaks.
The clay, because you've worked it, snaps. The dagger is broken, so that's gone. But you do create like a little portcullis in the clay. We're gonna fail forward on this one. you lose the dagger, but you kind of you can see in there now. It is a door. It looks surprisingly well preserved.
After that happens, we'll just call over.
Yeah. Okay. So you start to hear Olaroon. You were climbing up. You can make an investigation check. I can tell you right now, there's not much more information to really be gathered than what they have pieced together. But from the top, you can definitely see that there was a fence here. Actually, make me the investigation check just in case.
Let me- Let's go with you.
You going here.
Investigation.
Oh, time the microphone.
Natural 18 for a total 20.
Nice.
When you get to the top and you look out and around, and the reason I'm letting you do this is because this is the second time you've been like up on a needle
Yeah.
and really taking a different look at it. You get the feeling that a very long time ago, there was more than just one wizard tower here. You're seeing now the layout of the needles, and it very much reminds you of a town.
I'm going to start just kind of putting that together.
But the needles would be where the buildings are, and you can tell
Yeah.
that some of them are closer together, that those would be like neighbor houses, but then some are further apart. That's more like main road sort of thoroughfares. The Wizard Tower is not at the dead center of the town, but
Yeah,
just sort of something about the layout. You have the thought, if this needle covers this house or this place, if that was all of them, this would be like
I'm going to get like a fresh
town, a
like,
city.
Yeah, I'm going to like a fresh sheet of paper and just, kind of figure out where we are and just, mark a point for this specific tower.
Yeah.
And start kind of going, just quickly mapping, just gauging distance and just
Some of them don't
Yeah.
fit. Some of the needles are there,
Mhm.
and you get the feeling that like
if it's one that I'm positive that should be a building, I'll mark that deeper.
absolutely.
If I'm not sure, it's just a little lighter.
Okay.
Just kind of varying
I'm gonna
shades.
say it's probably gonna take you like 10 minutes up there doing
Yeah.
this stuff. Olaroon's busy working down there, but eventually,
I'll help
yeah.
out.
As he calls you, go ahead, call them over. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna narrate through you.
Guys, I found something over here.
Oh, is it the door?
I think so.
All right.
All right. I'll head over there, and I'm guessing we see the little hole that he made.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do we want to rip the rest of this out?
Can we see the rune that he
Yes.
was? Can I do an arcana?
Please, yeah.
On it? But I went the dark one for arcana. A 6.
Definitely
Not the
arcane.
glow in the dark one for arcana.
Definitely arcane. You don't understand the intricacies of it. You suspect there is some form of warding involved. Could be a lot of things. Could be like a lock. It could be to preserve the tower because the wood looks
Sure.
relatively well preserved.
Sure.
It could be whatever encased
Be
this
like-
place in clay.
Like a trap.
Maybe it
Okay.
could be you don't really know.
Fair
It's not glowing.
Yeah.
It
That's good.
it doesn't look like it's
Yeah.
like
Active and armed and ready.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get that sense from it, but other than like a warding of
is
some
a rune.
kind. Yeah.
I, Sarai, you do runes too, right?
Would you like me to try?
Yep, it looks like it's.
I'm gonna say you-
protecting something.
you guys
but
are-
I don't really know.
So that we're not rolling multiple
Yeah.
rolls on the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
It's
You're probably gonna have to open up more so she
Mhm.
can see more.
Cast mage hands
Okay.
to start moving.
Yeah, it's
I know
slow.
it can't do a lot
Mage
of
hands
it.
like
Mhm.
5 out of
But
at
she's
a
pushing
5
it,
pounds.
but
She didn't
yeah.
want to touch it. I get it. What do the rest of you want to do? Treasure,
Well,
you're
as
there.
soon as they give
Sarah.
me the all clear, I'm going to take everything that is in front of that door down. Like we're just gonna shoulder bash it. I
Is-
just need the all clear.
Is there a? Can I know we see the room. Can I see like the handle or the lock mechanism?
You can see like where a key would go.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't see like the ring on the.
But
on
I
the
can see
door
where a
handle.
key would go.
You could see where the key would go. Yeah.
Could I? Like, is the door? It's shut and locked, or could I try to unlock it? Or
So
see
so
if
right
it's
now you've
locked?
got about right here. You can kind of get a hand in there.
Mhm.
You can push on it.
Yeah, just give it a little
Sure.
nudge.
It does not give.
Okay.
There's probably a lock of some kind, or it's
Magic.
expanded shut or
Yeah.
magic. There's no. It doesn't budge at all. So it's either like jammed or magic. You don't feel it give
Oh,
enough.
so
and
it's not going to be.
there's not like a
yeah.
latch
All right.
that's stopping it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So whatever on there, whatever is on there is tight. Before you begin the bashing, would anyone like to make? Nobody's proficient in masonry tools or anything like that. Then I will just take a flat intelligence roll. As you guys are looking at this door, you're trying to think of the best way.
Treasure is
To
going
get
to
in
tell Talroth that there is a potential lock down here.
Okay.
Intelligence plus.
Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Say what?
So what is it? A roll plus our intelligence modifier?
Yes, please.
19.
Everyone?
All of us?
Sure.
Also
I'll allow this one. Yeah.
Me also, since I'm up
The
top doing stuff, or
anthropomorphs got it.
Okay.
Door people specifically. Door team.
14.
So intelligence is just fine.
Just
as well.
intelligence, please.
That's gonna be a 10.
Okay.
10.
19.
19, 19,
14.
14.
Oh.
What? 12. Okay. My 9. So you 10, 12, 14. It's clay. Sword, maybe not what you want to bash it with, but a hammer would work great. If you guys don't have one, you have some smaller ones in the archaeology stuff. It's more chippy, less boomy.
Sure.
You could do it and blunt your blade if you really wanted to.
I have a mining pick.
Yeah, there you go. That would work perfectly. With my 2 19s, though,
Mm-hmm.
what you guys know is this, what you piece together, because he used the water to get through the clay in the first place. If you get enough water, it's going to be much easier, and you don't run the risk of this like cracking, splintering the way like a pot would up the side and raining down on you.
Sure.
You can just bash your way through the clay. You will succeed, but you will run the risk of that big crack. Now, you might expose the entirety of the tower. That would be great. You may also need to, like, with your sending scroll, send people and be like, hey, this is kind of what we got. We need some water.
Sure.
Bring some jugs or something like that.
Would,
Is it getting close to sunset anyway?
I'm gonna say you've traveled half a day.
Mhm.
You've spent probably an hour and a half at this point,
sure.
exploring everything, writing everything down. Yeah, you are not far from sunset anyway. Setting up camp around this place would not be a bad idea.
Yeah, and
Would
I would come down after just getting everything and say, hey guys, this might be a city. This ain't the only one. I mean, if I'm looking at all that shit right now, yeah, this big fucking town.
oh, I hate that.
We might want to call this one in and let them know that I found shit.
And as he says that, you guys are starting to pick up on some of the things that the other teams were finding, and the way that the stones are laid out on the ground. Remember those pebbles, the dirt in between them. It
Oh.
reminds you, as you think about it now,
Of like a road.
of a stone road
Huh.
Mhm.
in different places. Hasn't been the entire way through, but there's
Sure.
part of it that is there. Part of it that is like that.
Would
Yeah.
go ahead.
Now I say might be a little bit early, but we should probably call this shit in.
Now, you guys can, with the water you have, maybe get through the door. But
Then
that
we're
leaves
out of
you
water.
Yeah.
leaves you without water
Would-
for tomorrow.
Would
So that would-
vegetation
Yeah.
do anything for that? Because I know sometimes with the cleaning and soiling,
A little
Like-
bit, but it's a stretch. We're really talking like create water.
Yep,
Yeah.
I figured. Well,
Mage Hand and Prestidigitation, I would say, would give you an efficient use of the water you have,
sure
but I
Okay.
don't think it's enough to
to just do it.
do it for you.
I don't necessarily like the idea of us getting rid of all of our water. So
No, kind of need that water to live. So
Yeah. so do we want to I don't know, set up a perimeter and call it an early night?
You guys can couple of options. You can set a perimeter here, keep a camp, keep a watch on it, see what happens. You can also travel back. It's done half a day. You can make the other half day
Sure.
back. It's not too bad if you want to get back to camp. So I just want to throw that out there as an option.
I kind of like staying out here, if only to see what happens if the towers do anything at night.
I mean, if it was send a message back and they can send us some water, maybe a couple jugs, just enough to kind of get to the door, that might not be a bad idea right there.
That's true.
We can stick
Although,
around.
although if we send people out here tonight, then they will have to stay here with us tonight.
But they
They'll-
wouldn't get here
they'll
till
make
a-
tomorrow.
They'll make arrangements.
Okay.
They may
Well-
arrive tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because if they come tonight, we have to protect them tonight. If anything bad happens,
Wouldn't we be doing that anyway, though?
well,
Like
Fable,
with
Fable
us?
and Thousand would be protecting them.
I will say, just in case we change cast for next week,
Yeah,
sure.
you guys can be in the middle. We can do an
Yeah.
exchange. Plenty of
X,
options.
XYZ, whoever is over there, will be protecting them tonight.
Yes.
I don't.
Because that'll bring a hammer and create water.
Yes,
that's true.
yeah.
That is true. Opinions?
I think it's probably best if we set up a perimeter around this area, and then we'll figure out. And probably get somebody to bring us some stuff tomorrow morning,
All right.
just in case.
Absolutely.
You guys prepare your sending scroll. Is there any other pertinent information you would like to include in the sending? Remember, it's 25 words, but you can give them like a little picture map
Sure.
along with it.
Over
The two maps that I made, the one of this particular supposed wizard's tower, because we don't officially know, it's just a guess right now, and the larger map of the potential town.
Mhm.
Can both of those get included, or just
No.
one of them?
Just one at this point. Well, I would say you also have the map of the path you guys took here.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be the most
I would
important
send
to
that.
include
Yeah,
them.
so I would send that one.
Great. And when they meet up with you, you can exchange notes.
Would along the journey, can I have? Is there, and there might not be, but any other like pertinent information about the death dogs that I can think of, like, because just origins from lore is just weird, crazy wizards, and then drink your milk so that they don't come kill you. Like, is that kind of it for the dogs?
That's kind of it.
All
They're
right.
they're a boogeyman. They
Sure.
you don't have like an origin story for them.
Got it.
But what I would like all of you to do, because you're gonna have some time, I would like all of you. We're gonna do a team skill challenge. Okay. There are every success you guys do, you have, is going to increase. What I'm saying is, as you set up your camp, you guys have plenty of time to investigate, to look for other resemblances of houses, maybe come up with ancient pottery, things in the streets, pieces of artifacts that may not be valuable to you, but to which the excavation team will pay for. And it is a way for you to spend your time and earn some money as you do it. So things that I'm thinking work, investigation, definitely. Athletics checks for digging is something you can do. I think a dexterity-based check, if you have something that's really fine, to excavate without damaging it. There's a lot of clays here. I think nature checks to be able to distinguish this quote-unquote natural clay stone versus the man-made stuff that support the theory. If you have any other assertions you would like to make, guesses, be creative, please.
Yeah.
But we do have some time left before the game is up, and I want you guys. I think the characters would have the chance to earn some money here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do want to do one other thing because
Please.
clearly this did not happen on accident.
No.
So I want to do a history check to see if I can double check what caused this. Or at
Absolutely.
least get an idea.
I am going to say this is very obscure. So I'm going to let you do the history check, but I would like you to do it at disadvantage
That's fair.
because this is not from your local culture. If you were from here, I
It would
might
be a different
discount that.
story, yeah.
But just knowing a bit about your background, I think this is real obscure.
Oh no, this is going to be real obscure regardless. but-
I agree, but I think there's still a chance.
no, there was nope. that
Okay.
was a 4.
What was the other one?
The other one would have been a 12.
With a 12, I will say your history lessons, just from stories that you've heard in passing, make you believe that it is possible that this was, one, on purpose, and two, some sort of magical event. But the specifics of this magical event, you don't know.
Okay.
Right. You've heard other stories of cities that have been covered in vines and cities that have been turned to glass, or ones where everybody ends up as salt. Why not?
Sure.
But so you believe it could be magic. It would be very high level, powerful magic. But
Not the chance that the person who caused this is still around, though.
you're not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, liches are a thing. You all know that liches exist, and if they can live forever, what like
and if they
who
can have marital problems.
who could they? Yeah,
Listen,
who's to say if it's still around or
They can
not?
sell
That's,
one.
It's
it's
just a thing to keep in mind because
yeah.
if we're talking, because Treasure would be smart enough to put this together, there were death dogs running around,
Mhm.
caused by, thanks to what Stitch said, wizards doing wizardy things that they should not be wizarding.
Mhm.
And this is the kind of situation that a wizard could have caused because they were wizarding things they should not be wizarding. I kind of want to make sure that there's not going to be a wizard that's going to turn us into death
gonna
dogs or
wizard.
clay.
You don't want to. You want to make sure there's not a wizard that's gonna wizard.
There, you have no you have no insurance
I'm the wizard
about
of
that,
wizards.
unfortunately.
Just
So
a thing to keep in the back of the mind.
yes. Okay, who would like to start with our skill challenge?
Can I do a survival check to ascertain what would be more likely a civilized environment versus a raw nature environment to where we might want to start looking?
I'll allow it.
And I would hand you the maps and be like, here, reference.
Yeah.
So advantage.
I'll allow it.
Go in your.
Well, you have advantage. I was helping you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you do.
Okay, so that's 11 plus 4. No, it's not plus 4. Sorry. That was not fun. It would not go in its home.
Go in your home.
Are you too good for your
Are you
home?
too good for your home?
15.
Oh, the classics.
Yeah.
That's how old that movie is.
Classic Adam Sandler. That's what
Right.
it is.
Okay, who's next?
Can I use like?
I'm not telling you guys whether you succeed or fail yet.
Okay.
Sure.
Can I keep a lookout for anything of like that may have like a religious bent to it? Like
Sure.
different anything that may have like a
So I'm going to say that's not a beneficial skill at this point
Okay.
because you don't have enough man-made stuff present
Differentiate.
to
religious
differentiate.
versus-
Yeah,
Then
I
can
will say
I-
looking at the map, you do not immediately see any religious iconography or symbol in the layout of the town.
Can I intimidate the place around me to give up his good? No,
Give up your secret.
give up your secrets.
I guess.
Tell me where your things are.
Ah! Screaming at the world. Then you know what? I'll probably just go with something probably like like athletics in terms of just like start
Sure.
digging.
When digging is appropriate, you are the man to do it. Let's roll it.
Let's.
It's only 11.
Okay. Who's next?
Based on Talroth's maps, I'm going to try to look for the areas that are potentially like more of a building.
Okay.
And I'm going to try digging around them using athletics.
Okay.
And would that be advantage or no?
I'm going to call it not for athletics.
Cool.
If you wanted to do investigation, the map could assist you, but purely for athletics, that
athletics,
is unfortunately not terribly helpful.
Okay, so that is going to be a 13.
Okay.
I'm gonna, since everyone seems to be spreading out, I'm gonna kind of stay by the door. I don't want to use up all the. Hey guys, look, I don't want to use up all the water, but if somebody be willing, I'm gonna use up some of mine. If I just get a second one, I can try to get a little more out of this and see if we can see what's behind this sumbitch.
Okay.
And I kind of want, thank you kindly, and I want to try to use Dex to kind of. I know my tools were limited, but I want to use Dex to kind of start shaping out the door, but kind of making a line along where the doorway would be to score it out. So that way, if I can score it deep enough, I can use a mining pick to break the clay to just shatter only the doorway and leave everything else intact.
Because he's using water, can I assist with Mage Hand to make sure it's more precise?
Sure.
And let that be my.
I'll let you assist, and I mean,
All
even
my abilities are charisma.
even making
also, so-
even making an investigation check or a nature
Even
check,
if you don't have
yeah, or an
proficiency, you can
arcana
always
check.
roll
There,
well.
there are still things to. I would like everybody to get a chance
I
to
mean,
roll,
like this is.
but
this
you
is
can
far more
assist him.
dirt. Okay.
So
Okay, so advantage then?
I'll allow it.
Dexterity, proficiency, or no?
I don't think so. Not for this. This is if you were a glassworker or a potter or something like that. Then yeah, but this is
No problem.
Yeah, it's kind of unique.
Okay, they were both a 12, so that's a 16.
Okay, nice. Clever Stitch.
Yeah. So, I think I'll go with investigation. I'm
Okay.
not trained in it, but
Okay.
I have a relatively good intelligence. So I think I'll do an investigation just to try and find stuff
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah,
either of them are digging.
Please, absolutely.
Um,
Somebody has to, otherwise
I know,
they're just
otherwise,
digging.
otherwise they're just fucking digging for no reason.
Y'all digging holes of shit in?
So A 9.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever
Well-
you guys need.
Another
You-
investigator would be
Ins-
good.
Investigation.
Inspiration?
So you
I'm
can
not using my inspiration.
you can do investigation. You have the tuning fork, and you are not proficient in investigation.
Yeah.
But that I will allow you to add a +2. Not both proficiencies, but you at least have something that you can use to. And we have established the rules of this.
Investigation's good.
So
So that +2.
Yeah.
Fuck your cock. Not 1. So.
But it's a 6.
6.
okay,
Soldier man, she's just cute.
okay. You guys rolled very poorly.
We all
Yeah,
rolled
poorly.
so bad.
So bad.
15.
I know.
16 was
than-
4?
That was well on the whole.
2 out of
Yeah.
the 6 of us rolled well.
I would like
Sneaky boys.
all of you to roll me a d4.
Oh, shit.
4.
4. We're adding them up.
3, so 7.
7,
3.
10,
10,
4.
14, 2, 16,
2.
18.
18. So over the course of the evening, in between setting up camp and doing things, you guys work on this stuff. You take some etchings of the door. You guys excavate a couple of those wrought iron pieces. You dig through. You find some things you can kind of etch out of there. You dig around the fence line. Mostly is where you're getting it. Kind of identify the like stone path up to the wizard door on the north side. All of that stuff. I will
Would
say
Would
because
I've been able to get a little more of the door opened up, or
You
not
get-
too much?
I will say you get some more of the door opened up, but not enough to open it without more assistance.
Gotcha.
This
Can I see the door now?
yes,
Can I make an Arcana check?
you can.
15.
Okay. You take down the runes. What languages do you speak?
Elven and Sylvan.
Okay. It is similar to a common Sylvan, sort of like a Fedor lock, where knowing the name, being able to translate the name of the tower will open it. So you suspect once you get the door completely open, you have all the runes, there's probably like not quite a riddle, but like a little pattern that will
Some elf bullshit.
that will give you that will allow you to open it.
I heard elf bullshit. You called?
Over the course, you guys rolled an 18 with 2 successful checks. We're going to multiply that by 2. So as a group, you piece together enough small knickknacks, artifacts, and findings to earn you guys 36 gold pieces.
Nice.
Sweet.
Collectively?
Collectively,
Good
it
to
is
know.
a collective.
So you
So
got-
you could all
Yeah.
take 6, not include your friends or include them
I
somehow.
just-
Make a party fund if you
Yeah.
want,
Yeah.
however you
Party
want.
fund's not a bad
36.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said let's start a party fund. Just
Well,
keep
we
it
can-
simple.
We can always also just like at the very end of all of it.
So
once
yeah,
we've gotten back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
split it
Absolutely.
into
I'm
the
putting
eights.
right now, I'm just putting party fund beginning
Sure.
36.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I never started.
Really?
That-
Just grab a piece of paper and start writing. No.
you guys do your sending spell. You get a response that they are going to send some people. You'll probably meet them up in the middle, and tomorrow, a new group. You'll have enough water to be able to open the door and begin investigating the tower in earnest. That's where we're gonna call it a night, guys. Good game. Some fun. We had our first combat. I think
Yeah!
I think it went
Motherfucking
well.
two-headed death dogs.
Yeah, you
Or
guys.
as I put them in my notes, modded dog monstrosities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You guys rolled a lot of nat 20s against them. Well done. Lots of killing.
I'm sorry for the tough bites there. Sarad, we're gonna have to start casting mage armor on
I
you.
don't have it
You don't? Why don't you have it?
because I'm level 3.
It's a level 1 spell.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Is it?
Is
Is
it
it
a
a?
bard
Is it a
spell?
bard spell?
It
I
may
don't
not be
know.
a-
I don't think it is.
No, because I just went through all my level 1 spells and it wasn't a fucking option.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Oh my god.
That went a little faster than I wanted it to.
No, I don't-
Squishy for the rest of the game.
I don't
Protect
think
me, I'm
mage.
nice.
I don't think mage armor is a bard spell.
Okay.
Stop biting me.
No, that's their job,
I'm a tank right there. Look at how shiny she is. Bite her.
and I did.
Bite her shiny metal ass. Leave mine alone.
All right.
Oh,
Not much else to say about that, is there? Thank you guys. Good game. I-
I
Who-
tell you,
did
man.
any of you think it was a fence? Or a
No.
gate?
No.
I'm sorry.
Well, honestly, when you started to say that, I was like, that kind of sounds I'm like a hitching post.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
What you were explaining. I was like, so it's like a hinge. There's a perimeter, and you're like, no, it's not that. I was like, well,
Because
fuck
it's
it.
not a
That's not
I'm,
that.
I'm
All right.
sorry. It seemed
It's just my
Henge
thoughts.
seemed a little tighter.
No. I
Than
see
what I-
Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah,
Like
that-
now, I see what you're saying.
I was
That's why
afraid.
That's why I was thinking like a corral or a pen.
Sure,
or
Yeah.
something.
sure.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, the difference between a fence and a corral is
Sure.
spacing
Yeah.
at best.
And-
You know,
And what's in it?
Yeah.
and what's in it.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah. That's why I was thinking. Okay, this is encompassing it. So what was trapped in here?
Sure.
And then you said, "Oh, this is." I'm like, "Oh, this is a city." Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I'm glad Treasure knew what it was because I
Mage-ass
didn't.
I was trying to describe the most like classic wrought iron fence.
Yeah, no,
No,
I got
I
that.
could think
As you were saying that, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
like you were like, ball.
The kind of fence you don't want to fuck up hopping over because
Right.
you'll just impale your ass. 'Cause,
Yeah,
ow.
yeah.
That is not from
Well,
experience.
good. I thought it was.
Nice.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys got to the wizard tower.
Yeah.
When I meet the wizard,
Geek the mage. What?
my whole
Yeah.
life will
So the pacing of the game is a little different. How are you guys feeling about it? I really want to take feedback and debriefs, especially early on. I think pacing wise, we're doing fine.
Yeah.
I want to narrate stuff, but at the same time, I want to give you guys the opportunity to do the personal role playing that our previous campaign didn't support as much. I know tonight was a little more adventure-y, but I'm glad we didn't have to do like a secondary combat thing or anything
Sure.
like that. And I think the investigation was engaging.
Yeah. No, it was good.
Mhm.
I think it was too. Yeah.
All right, I'm just checking in.
Yeah.
If you guys ever have feedback, please let me know. If you guys at home have any thoughts or ideas or feedback or anything, let us know. Do remember we are doing clip of the week
Clip
shows.
of the
So if you guys have
week.
any clips, send them in to us. And the podcast should be getting updated. These are getting up on YouTube in a pretty timely fashion at this point, I believe. Do us a favor, if you get the chance, go over there. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. Like, thumbs up, give us a comment, just any engagement you can give us on. I don't know where the buttons are.
Who knows?
They're beneath you, as Matthew hollered at me once.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Of course they are. Fucking it's Twitch. There's nothing above it anymore. YouTube hasn't been like that in years. There's not a single one of those that has anything above it.
It helps out the channel. We appreciate it. Guys, that's it. I think we're gonna say goodnight. I'm having a good time with the campaign.
Yeah, me too.
We're exploring a lot of new stuff, and I'm liking sort of the lore and the feel of a new world.
Mhm.
So, thank you guys. We're gonna say goodnight. We're gonna be back Wednesday with Star Chasers New Horizons.
Woo!
If you missed them last week, we ended mid in between like a horde mode wave.
Oh.
So check that out. It's going to be actiony. We're going to have a little boss fight on Wednesday, I'm sure.
So jump in there and check that out on Wednesday. That's gonna be it for tonight. We'll see you next time. But until then, be cool.